what to expect at this point. It's inevitable. That's true. I do it out of pocket with no input or feedback in return. No appreciation. Anyways, hello everyone. We're live. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, you didn't hear anything that my compadres had to say in the party because no one is in the party, as you would expect. No, I'm kidding. Today, we are joined by, of course, the one and only Spy Squad, at least some of the biggest members of the Spy Squad that you know of. Franco Greco, a.k.a. Stealth Gamer, my boy Spidey Skater Boy, and also Ghosty, who have all been in several live streams in the past and are attending this celebration stream where we officially reached 90,000 subscribers. All thanks to all of you. Thank you all so much for all your support throughout these years. I genuinely could not do it with each and every single one of you supporting me every single step of the way, and I can only hope that I can continue doing justice by all you with each and every new video that I make, with new posts, new updates, new live streams like this, and we do hope that we can do another charity live stream with the Spidey Squad soon. We've been meaning to do one of those, just sadly haven't been able to get around to do it, but when the time comes, we will be ready, and it will be definitely a fun one to remember. But with all that said, what is up, Franco, Josh, Ghosty? How you doing today? And thank you for joining me with this stream.
I've been
and
doing
let
pretty
me know
good,
in the chat if you can hear
doing great.
everyone in the party, because sometimes they can or maybe not, may not be able to hear you.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Evan's channel only has 9 subscribers. I'm just kidding. No.
Sorry, yes, that's all right. I'm a fraud. It's 9 subscribers, not 90,000. 1 digit, not even 2 digits, not 99 subscribers. That's correct.
09. Just literally 9. That's all you see.
09. Yes. It's
No,
invert. It's actually it's negative. It's negative 9 subscribers. I'm owing YouTube an audience.
No, but like, you know,
It's 0 engagement.
No, but like...
It's all the algorithm's fault for not sending anyone our way, and we have to rectify that mistake.
No, but like, I know seriousness.
But again,
really
in the chat, Josh and Franco and Ghosty, can you let me know while I'm just sharing this on Twitter if you can hear yourselves in the party? Because that way I can adjust
I'm
audio
actually
if needed be. That's right. You're gonna block my channel, avoid all contact, and report me to the higher ups. Got it. We're actually all bots. As someone in the chat said, we're actually all bots. Yes.
Yeah.
As expected. As expected. No, I'm kidding. Lin Kashi Thrope. We're actually all bots. Yep, as expected. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for tuning in. Let me see. We're currently live playing Miles Morales PS5 to celebrate reaching 90K subscribers. Soon to join the fun. And speaking of why we're actually playing Miles Morales on PS5 is because recently we finally got a trailer for Miles Morales coming to PC, which we knew that. Insomniac confirmed previously that Miles is coming in the fall on PC, but we recently saw an actual teaser trailer of the game running on PC in full, which looks great, and it's definitely going to be an excellent time if you have not played the game yet on PS5 or PS4, and playing it for your first time on PC will definitely be a lot of fun. 45 people watching live. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying, or share it to a friend and just hang out with us on this Sunday afternoon or evening, depending on where you live, and we're just going to be playing some Miles Morales and having a grand old time. Everyone, hello. What is up? Spidey Talks. It's Jaden, Spider-Fan 2006, Kushu 92, Spider-Fan 2006. I think I just said you twice. Diego So Cold, Wind Ghost 2, Linkashi Thrope, Justin Ayala, Murad Promo, Devon Crawford, Sonic Emerald, Nick Storm, Jonathan Graham, Ahmed, Miles McCallan, Lomaz, Cryptic Division, Justin Ayala again, Mad B Gino, and Danielle on Zaldi. What is up, everybody? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I genuinely cannot thank you enough. And again, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We are celebrating 90,000 subscribers, playing Miles Morales on PS5, and as you see in the title, talking about Marvel games, because there are, in fact, a lot of freaking awesome Marvel games to be hyped about right now.
A lot of games.
A lot of games. A lot. There's a fake. This is all simulation. Oh my God, they're gonna track you down so fast.
There's no games. All of it. It was just a
officer.
Right there. Find a way out. They're just trying to find. They're trying. First off, it's a simulation. Second off, they're trying to find out what you actually want. And third off, they're denying us. By the way, and I brought this up in the party before live streaming. They don't want to give us a Fantastic Four game, which just makes me depressed for several reasons. For reasons that fly above my comprehension and are just extremely depressing to the unseen eye. And it's just like, I get it, you know, you want to focus on the MCU characters more, giving them games, Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, but we come on. I don't want to wait until we get a Fantastic Four movie until we get a game of them too. Like, come on, that hurts. Damon Andrews, yo, your biggest fan here. Thank you so much, Damon. I genuinely appreciate it. I just hope that you're enjoying the stream and having a fantastic day. So, yes, diving in to the first of which, Josh, because obviously you sound so excited to deny these games existence. What game, the deadpan, like, oh yeah. I bet, you know what? I bet you're actually hyped for Gotham Knights, aren't you? Just, yeah, I can't wait to play these games. Why do I get the feeling that you're hyped for Gotham Knights more than any of these other games? I just have that sneaking suspicion. Which, by the way, anyone in the watching, yes, that game still exists. Somehow. Mm-hmm. We just got a picture of it, literally not even a full, like, Iron Man shot. They just showed, like, a little silhouette of his armor. Which, by the way, even though we don't even have, like, a full-on gameplay showcase or trailer of it yet, that suit, just in the silhouette, already looks a million times better than the Square Enix suit. Not even joking. Not even, no. The head sculpt, the arc reactor shape, 1,000 times better. Already demonetized. Thank you.
And demonetized right there.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, like
until we drop some random bombs.
If anything, that Iron Man suit reminds me more of the all new, all different suit. Honestly.
I forget what that one looks like. I like. It probably looks like a hybrid of that. And maybe a little bit like the Extremis armor. I don't know for sure, but we got to see like a full body shot of it first. But the head, the helmet shape, the arc reactor diamond look, I am super into it. And I'm going to make a claim right now. I mean, I just did a video yesterday. Go check it out, guys, if you haven't already, about the Captain America Black Panther game being made by Amy Hennig, who, if you don't know, is the main writer and creator behind Uncharted 1 through 3, 1, 2, and 3. They gave a lot of info about that game, which is very interesting. But I gotta tell you, I'm currently more excited about the Iron Man game, just because of the premise of giving Tony Stark his own game has a lot of potential, and I think it could be really, really well if handled properly.
And also, this is pretty much like the Marvel game that I've been dreaming to happen since like the announcement of Spider-Man PS4. I was like, can we please get an Iron Man game next? And look,
oh, really? So I didn't know that, Ghosty. So you've been wanting this to happen for a while then, like a solo Iron Man game?
Yeah, it was...
I said that in my video, bro. I need web-slinging ass-kicking to return now, and we will fight each other on stream, and I will win. Just like how Franco whooped my ass in Soul Calibur, I will win. I will win in Marvel Nemesis. That is a promise.
Don't be so sure about that.
I will guarantee you a win. I will play as I will even play as Johnny the Redneck Ohm, and I will still win. I promise you.
Fine. Okay, I'm saying. Okay, let's. I'm just
Marvel
saying, okay.
Nemesis Remastered or Marvel Nemesis 2, we will get a rematch between you, me, and Franco, and we will see who was the better Nemesis.
Yeah, but like
The better imperfect. Oh my god. He's gonna fly out to an entirely different state, verse me on couch co-op, and just lose to go back and fly home in shame. I do not have a Switch, but play me in Smash. I'll play as Joker and just win in 2 seconds.
Buddy, I will destroy you with
Here's the
fucking Cloud.
thing. We'll either play as I'll either play as Joker, Sonic, or
What do you want me to say? Fucking Princess Peach?
God, who was another character I was good at? Sonic, Joker.
Then you're terrible at the game.
Pit. Actually, no. Scratch those other two. Pit will demolish all of you. It is a wrap.
Yeah, okay.
Not Dark Pit, just straight up normal Pit, and I will just demolish each of you.
Yeah.
Not
I don't know why. I think I'm
another
actually better
cheap
at Diddy
character.
Kong
Oh, you're
than Donkey
complaining about
Kong.
cheap characters? Yeah, okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Shut
I know,
your
sorry
mouth,
guys,
okay?
we just went on a random off topic with Smash Bros instead of Spider-Man, but we'll talk about it. But yes, which by the way, if you're a fan of Smash, let me know who your favorite character is. And if you could beat Josh in a match, which I'm sure you would be able to. Anyways, no. Wingos, have I played Kid Icarus? Yes. Great games. Love it. That's why Pit's one of my favorite characters. When he was in Brawl, when he got like, which by the way, I'm so pissed that they haven't done like a Subspace Emissary 2 campaign, because that was like the best part about Brawl is the campaign. Pit was like, when he was one of the mainstay characters of the campaign, I'm like, this is rad. I'm like, I can't wait to keep playing as him throughout the entire game. And then they switched like back and forth to like Ike and Marth and Meta Knight, which was cool, and the other characters as well. But like, those are the main highlight points. Like Pit and Mario and Link and Yoshi teaming up, like that's fire. But yes. But Pit is one of my favorites.
I'm more
Piranha Plant says Fulcrum 28. Wow, that's a bold choice. Most people avoid Piranha Plant, but you are a legend for taking him on.
No, but like, but back to the Marvel games topic, because we went a little off topic, but
yes, we were talking about you, Ghosty, being excited for the premise of a solo Iron Man game. Why is that?
Yeah. Like,
well, actually, first off, to connect with that, what is your thoughts on Iron Man in Avengers? Did you like how he was handled?
I mean, I will say that he was easily the best character in the game, at least when it comes to like gameplay and all that. I will say he was probably the best.
Vigilante Spiders in the chat, and also a super chat from Mikhail Khan Late, one of my favorites in the Spidey Squad community, for the $2 donation. Thank you so much, Mikhail. I genuinely appreciate it. And Jordan Howard in Marvel Spider-Man 2, Venom, stay away from the pigeons. Yes, he's going to be a problem. Imagine, it's not the final boss isn't going to feature sound or fire. It's going to have Howard and his pigeons just gang up on Venom's symbiote and just annoy him to death.
No, but like Iron Man, he was probably like my favorite character when it comes to playing as him in Marvel's Avengers. But there was definitely like room of improvement with his game mechanics. So I'm actually excited as hell for this Iron Man game to actually finally be in development. Like, I've been dreaming of this happening ever since like 2016 or 2017 with the announcement of Marvel Spider-Man on PS4 and with the potential of other Marvel characters getting their own games. Like, besides Iron Man, other characters that I was hoping to get, or that I'm hoping they get their own AAA games, would be Daredevil, Jessica Jones, what other character? Hulk, another Hulk game, please. I want another Ultimate Destruction,
Ultimate
please.
Destruction 2, for sure.
And yeah.
Just to cut you off really quick, I'm sorry. In the chat, are you able to hear Ghosty? Just to clarify, because he's talking about the premise of an Iron Man game and Hulk and all these other Marvel games getting their fair shake, just like what we got with Spider-Man and what we're getting with Wolverine, and also what we did see with Guardians. But also, I agree in the sense that, for the most part, I think Iron Man was fine to control in Avengers, but giving a full game Okay, good. They can hear you. Great. Giving a full game dedicated to just Tony and all the suits, and like say like in the game there's the stealth suit, and that gets a gameplay section. Then there's a the like the Heartbreaker suit. Then there's the like the Hulkbuster suit. There's the I don't know, like the Force and Shockwave suits. Like then they get their own like character arcs with those two, how they kind of connect with one another. There's a lot of variety and depth to explore in a fully dedicated game just for Iron Man. Just like what we saw with Spider-Man, The Guardians, and just doing that same formula. Single player, third person, action adventure. Those are the three winning formulas to all these games. Yeah. With the Batman Arkham games, with the Spider-Man games, with Guardians. Single player, give them no co-op, just fully single player oriented. Action adventure, so you know what the genre is, just a standard, action-based, Uncharted-like story in that type of format. And then third person, no first person, no, VR elements, just normal, standard action adventure, third person goodness. And that's all you need to do to make these games successful. Yeah. And the only reason why Guardians wasn't successful financially, because it won all these awards. You can see during the Game Awards, it won like Best Narrative, and it also won Best Soundtrack at a couple other places too, which is great. Just see because the only reason why it didn't sell well is because of Avengers coming out first.
It's because of Avengers coming out first, yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well, Square Enix is doing another Marvel game, well, they're going to fail this one too. It's like, no, because it's not the publisher who makes the game, it's the developer. And Eidos Montreal is 1,000 times more capable of handling a game like this than Crystal Dynamics was. And I think, again, the reason why that was is because Square Enix are the ones who pushed for the live service stuff, not Crystal. They did a great job with the Tomb Raider games, which I love both of them, from them, because they did not do Shadow of the Tomb Raider. They did the first Tomb Raider and then Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, because Shadow of the Tomb Raider was handled by Eidos Montreal.
Yes, which some people did not like. I never played it, but I played the first two that Crystal Dynamics did. And I love the first one's still my favorite. I liked Rise of the Tomb Raider. It had a lot of expanded gameplay mechanics, but the first one just had a better story than Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and I'm actually very excited because another thing that actually came out after the Iron Man game was announced was that Bill Roseman, he said that all these Marvel games will be set in their own Marvel continuity. So that means that there's basically no plans for a Marvel gaming universe.
Here's the thing. Yeah. And there's two things to that. One, I don't know why people are thinking that that's like news, because the second that they showed that Spider-Man and Avengers was not Yuri Lowenthal's Spider-Man, then that already kind of confirmed it. And second off, that could be true. Like, there's no, like, the Iron Man game does not connect to the Captain America Black Panther game, but Insomniac is making both Wolverine and Spider-Man, and they're both developed by Insomniac, both published by PlayStation. So, and I brought this up in a video I think I did with my buddy Iron Gen, who definitely go subscribe to and watch his videos because he's amazing. And he just got married, so congrats to him as well. He's the best.
Hey.
He and I did a video about this exact topic, the Marvel Games universe, and say, well, if Insomniac is connecting Spider-Man and Wolverine, what if there's, in Spider-Man 2, say, for example, that there's a post-credit scene like what we got in Miles and Peter's games. So the first post-credit scene is teasing Marvel Spider-Man 3, and I think we can all kind of assume what that's already going to be, even without seeing gameplay. Just knowing what the story has been from these games already is that I'm assuming that the post-credit scene is going to be, spoilers in advance if this happens, Venom dies. It's Harry as Venom, not Eddie, which I know might piss off some people, but I think it makes sense in the context in this universe. Harry's dead. Norman's pissed. He gets angry. He becomes the Green Goblin. That's the first post-credit scene because he kind of goes off the rails and he's like, I have nothing else to live for. I'm going to get Spider-Man for killing my son, and then he turns himself into the Green Goblin, hence setting up Spider-Man 3, which would be perfect. And then the next post-credit scene could be a glimpse of Wolverine, and that could show the next Marvel game in the series and say, hey, we have Spider-Man 3 teased. We also got this Wolverine coming up soon. Here's a post-credit scene to see what Logan's up to. maybe tease one of his villains, and then go from there. Yes, sir. Now, I think we could see him because he exists, right? Because he already exists in canon in the universe, right? So I don't know, because I forget what your stance is on this, Josh. Do you or do you not want Harry as Venom? You know what's cool? The voice of Harry is the same voice as so Scott Porter voices Harry Osborn in Spider-Man PS4, and he's the same voice. Yeah, and he voiced Star-Lord in the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Telltale one, not the Eidos Montreal.
Okay,
Right,
I was
right.
gonna
The
say.
Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game. John McClaren voiced Star-Lord in the Square Enix. Yeah, so people are like, the Avengers game is just like Diet MCU Avengers, which is totally true. The Guardians of the Galaxy and Telltale game is Diet MCU Guardians, 1,000%. Whereas I'm already on record saying that the Square Enix Guardians are the best version of the Guardians ever. Like, they're fantastic. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000% that they're better than the movies. No, it's perfect. I cried. Yeah. It's kind of. I think it's safe to say that game would not exist without those movies, because the popularity of those movies skyrocketed the characters and the bonds with the general public. But what they did with the liberty of the narrative and the character development with them was phenomenal in that game.
And that's why I'm hoping that we get a sequel, because otherwise I'm gonna be sad for the rest of my life.
I 1,000% want to see.
I'm just saying, I cried 3 times. Like no joke. I'm not kidding. I literally cried 3 times when I was playing that game for the first time.
I was just gonna say exactly the same. I teared up.
I'm a weak man, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm 1,000% agree. I cried when Peter was talking to Drax.
Hold on, wait. Spoilers,
I guess, for anyone who hasn't played Guardians.
If you somehow haven't played the game,
somehow have not played the game of the year 2021, spoilers. So, spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy. 1, I cried when Peter Quill was talking to Drax on Nowhere. 2, I cried when Peter was talking to Nikki in her dream, her vision, whatever it was. Her promise. Her promise, that's what it's called. And the 3rd one was when Peter was talking to the ghost of Kor-El. That's her name. But
also the scene with his where he shot his mother, like in that dream sequence.
Oh my God, that too. Yes.
Literally, like that scene in Nikki, I literally was like nuts. Bawling my eyes out completely.
That was wild.
But man, like that game, like that game, I don't think I've ever seen a game that actually has such an emotional story since Spider-Man PS4.
I was about to do the main mission, but I just decided to do the side mission instead. Yes. I mean,
Avengers had an emotional moment.
Miles' story arc of him becoming Spider-Man, but I think the overall story was better in the first game than in Miles. But it's also because the game was longer, so there's a lot more to that than kind of making a shorter game off this. But the story of like a fully dedicated narrative for the Guardians, is like one of the best Marvel stories you could experience in general. Not just for games, just in general. That's how good it was. That's why it won Best Narrative for the Game Awards, because it was just that good.
because I think I'm actually like I'm really glad that we're getting these Marvel games that are trying to be their own thing because I think the MCU, you know, as great as it is, I don't think that people are starting to like lose interest in the MCU because it's like the franchise has been going on for like a decade now at this point, and so I think it's actually really great that we're now getting these games. I mean. No, obviously not obviously.
It's just memes. Well, I think in the chat, how have you guys been enjoying the Marvel games more? This might be a bit biased since my channel is primarily about Marvel games, so I have the intention to believe that you guys enjoy the games more. But have you guys been enjoying the Marvel games more, or what the MCU has been doing with the Disney Plus shows and the films and all that? Because I have not seen a single episode of She-Hulk yet. I will say that right now. Yes. Josh is ready to pounce.
Because...
Yeah, he is.
the reason why
he says
Evan
that sarcastically.
Because...
Yeah, exactly. He's like smirking in the background. No. Oh, Marvel's reporter. Thank you so much. $2 donation. PlayStation Insomniac only Marvel gaming universe ? That's the thing. We don't know yet because they're very cryptic, and I don't like that where they said very oddly in their press release. It said we are so lucky to make a new, Marvel games universe with Spider-Man. Sorry, excuse me. Does that mean that Wolverine is in Spider-Man universe, or they're doing a Wolverine universe that's separate from Spider-Man? Because Bill was talking about because everyone's looking at that new article with Bill Roseman saying, oh, he confirmed that none of the Marvel games connect. And it's like, no, that's not true. He only meant that for like Iron Man and Captain America, and like the games made by different studios. Whereas in the case of Wolverine and Spider-Man, they're both made by Insomniac. Yeah. So we don't know. The number of the Earth. Yeah, 1048 is both in Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, so who knows? And it's like, is that just for fun, or is there more to that? Like, we don't know. Oops. Can't let those construction workers see me. I'll try again. Yeah.
Yeah, and so now since we're speaking about Marvel Spider-Man 2 and all that, so we didn't get anything for Spider-Man 2 this month.
No
not
showcase.
On the...
Just because they haven't shown us anything yet? Ooh, Josh is just expressing his hatred for the disdain of the classic comic suit not being accurate.
I mean, we can say the same thing about Evan because he's still because John probably gets gone.
Listen, bro.
But Josh, the vintage comic book suit is inspired by the Ditko suit.
Yes, it's already comic accurate, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but listen though, when you got the modding community making a John Bubniak mod that already looks fine in the remaster, that's pretty telling in my opinion. I don't know, but all I'm hoping, and we brought this up several times in so many other live streams, so I don't want to say it again, but I'll say it only here. I'm fine now with Ben Jordan being Peter. I just hope that they can enhance him more visually proper. Next gen wise with the sequel. Give him a stubble, give him shaggier hair, make him actually look like Ben Jordan. That would be a good helping point. And we'll see what happens.
Yes. Yeah, so I do think that the Marvel Spider-Man 2 will definitely be on a PlayStation showcase. I think there is no doubts about it.
Well, yeah, because we already suffered through that Marvel game showcase that showed us nothing of value. So
what are you talking about, man? Don't you like learning about mobile games?
No. Okay, you know what the thing is? You know what actually made me super mad is that when they saw two things. At the end of the showcase, they showed the sizzle reel of the games that we wanted to see. But two, they didn't end the conference. Remember, they did not end the conference with the Captain America Black Panther game. No, they ended it with Marvel Go. With Marvel's, like, Pokemon Go Marvel Edition. Like, they had the audacity to end the conference on a mobile game instead of the Captain America Black Panther game.
That is real.
Wait, Josh, you didn't see that? Yeah, you know Pokemon Go, right?
Because here's the thing, like the guy that was like presenting the thing, he said, "Don't go anywhere. We have one more."
Yeah, he had the freaking balls to say, guys, wasn't that Captain America Black Panther game freaking hype? Yeah, you know what's more hype? This mobile game. Excuse me? No, I don't think so.
Where's Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Where's Marvel's Wolverine?
Press X to
Where's
doubt.
Jedi Survivor?
Yes. Yes. No.
No.
Yeah, no, that was pretty obvious, but they showed him either way. Yeah, Sajiri, hopefully we get a showcase for PlayStation in October, 1000%. Because
all right, listen.
I did a video about this already, but one of the main producers for Final Fantasy 16 teased that we could see a trailer for that game in October, and the reason why that's important is because the last time he said something like that, we saw a trailer for Final Fantasy 16 in a PlayStation showcase and a state of play. So PlayStation has a big tie with their Japanese developers, and Square Enix and Final Fantasy being one of them. Is it a Japanese joke?
Okay, but listen, chat, listen here, okay? Alright, this is me, Self-Gamer026, which, by the way, you should totally go subscribe to my channel, by the way.
Oh my god, Ghosty.
But I'm calling it right here, right now, okay? Listen, chat, I'm gonna call it here right now. PlayStation Showcase, October 20th. You heard it here first from me, Stealthgamer026, which, by the way, go subscribe to my channel.
YouTube. Yes. Links not in the description, but, well, they can't be in the live description, but they're in our collabs that we've done in the past and on his Twitter account. So go follow. Franco, you can do that.
Idea. You know, that's a great idea, Josh.
Franco can do that.
That's a great idea, Josh. Great idea.
Take initiative. Take the
genius. All right. Yes. Listen here. Josh here. Genius.
Innovator.
He's literally.
That's why he's here. Thank you so much, Hyperon Rex. What up, Evan? Congrats on your 90K followers. I wish it was 90K followers on Twitter. 90K subscribers on YouTube, you mean. I have nearly 25,000 followers on Twitter, so that's interesting. But still very cool nonetheless. I'm very grateful for all of you, and I cannot thank you enough for being here. Ever since the early days, with Spider-Man PS4 being revealed in 2016, then with Miles in 2020, even in the other Marvel games like Guardians and Avengers, which weren't as exciting when we were waiting for them, but still cool nonetheless. And now, obviously, the hype begins again with Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, which we are all immensely, immensely excited for. So we can't wait.
The thing that I found hilarious was that Evan, he was literally like, he was about to go in college, about to study career, and then as soon as Spider-Man PS4 was announced, screw that, I'm going to be making videos on Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, I mean, because I was already in a program to do, the cat, glitchy cat, that did not happen. No, I was in San Jose State University planning to do a 4-year standard, bachelor's degree program for political science and a tutor as well for students in the mathematical field and science. I know, because I was like, I don't know what to do, so I'll just do something that sounds sort of interesting. And I thought political science sounds not terrible, so I'm like, I'll try that. And then, right when I was about to stay in the dorms, because I was moving out to go live in the dorms, which you've seen in my early 2016 videos, me living in the dorm rooms there. They announced
that for sure.
Spider-Man PS4. I'm like, nope, never mind. Screw this. I'm out. Deuces. And just started doing this full time. Best decision. Because now we're not playing, sadly, the first Spider-Man game. We're playing Miles. But in the first game, obviously, we have 2 Easter eggs. One of the Spidey Squad, directly in the game, stated by Yuri Lowenthal himself. And 2, my name is in it directly, which is crazy, and I cannot be more lucky and thankful for all that. Yeah. There's also a Josh Easter egg, by the way, because he made the web swing mechanics for TASM 2, so, that...
Why are you exposing him like that, huh?
Yeah.
Why are you exposing him?
Yeah, credit where credit is due. Credit where credit is due. That is an understatement. No development for that game is an understatement.
They had a penny.
They had a bare bones budget.
No.
We were talking about this before the live stream, but Franco and I were talking about our least favorite Spider-Man games. And I'm like, yeah, Edge of Time trumps all of them. I don't care about TASM 2 that much, but no, Edge of Time is trash. Sorry, not sorry. I will die on this grave.
All right,
No.
I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Yes. Come at me with your hottest takes in the chat. Is Friend or Foe a masterpiece? Edge of Time sucks? Yes. What are these hot takes? I will hear all of them.
No.
Oh no. Oh god, Ghosty, what'd you do?
Josh, don't start this. Don't start this, please.
Yeah.
What, is it about like... Okay, I was like, is it something like blasphemous, like Web of Shadows stinks? I'm like, you gotta leave right now. If you said that, I'm like, we gotta kick you out.
Oh no.
Oh no. If you say like the Clone Wars is your favorite, like the movie The Clone War, Attack of the Clones. If Attack of the Clones is your favorite, we gotta get you out. Oh no. They don't know that? Well, they do now, I guess, but... Perfect. Anyways. I love how this just completely derailed from what we actually wanted to talk about with Marvel games, but now we're just exposing people. How many felonies did you do, Ghosty, with this?
I committed.
In the chat, hot takes, Marvel, Star Wars, movies, games. Let us know. I'll say a couple. Yeah, I will say a couple. Which is the big one? Which this is while Josh is finding the Ghosty expose piece. I will say Prototype, the series of games, is 1,000 times better than Infamous. That's my hot take. Because that's the big superhero game debate. Because people were like, that was the biggest debate when there. Because both of them came out in 2009. So like, are you a Prototype fan or an Infamous fan? It was like Xbox versus PlayStation. So I was like, I still prefer Prototype over Infamous, 1,000%.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
What happened? Fired up. Josh is never usually this fired up about hot takes, so this must be bad.
This is where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins. What could it be so bad? Like what? Are you like?
Come on, tell me.
I'm trying to think what's the worst Star Wars takes I've seen. Okay. Return of the Jedi?
Okay.
Mr. Hack. Mr. Ozymandias himself.
Josh,
no,
I
don't know actually. I don't know what Josh's take on this is, or even Franco's or Ghostie's. I can't stand The Last Jedi. Now, see, The Force Awakens is fine. I just can't stand The Last Jedi.
What the fuck, Ghosty? What the fuck?
How sus is this?
Don't you dare say the 3 words. Don't you dare say the 3 words.
Oh God. Does that even count?
Okay, no, that's mid. That is mid.
I don't even know if solo counts above all these other ones.
Oh no. Okay. What? Excuse me? Excuse me?
This is,
Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Ghosty, we're gonna have to have a little talk after the stream.
my God.
We're just...
Make that.
I'm gonna get a lightsaber
Josh,
just to get you to fire. Oh my God. All I know is that I cannot stand frickin' The Last Jedi. Not a fan at all. It's terrible.
No,
that would get him canceled.
He's already suffered enough for today. He suffered enough today.
That's already a lot of pressure.
No, don't you dare.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh man. Oh, Akon, wait. I wish we could hear the other side of this convo. Are you guys not able to hear Josh or
What?
Franco?
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Because they've just been roasting him this whole time, pretty much.
They're basic.
There is a lot going on. Well, wait. Are you able to hear Franco? If you can hear the chat, are you able to hear yourselves? Because you can check the audio of the stream.
Basically,
you can't hear Ghosty.
Right now,
all right. Well, he's just dying of laughter, Eddie Brock. But you can hear Josh and you can hear Franco.
Okay.
Ghosty, you might need to check your audio options just to make sure that you can share. Because it's fine on my end because you have to check up.
Yeah, same for
allow
me.
yourself to be heard.
I did check. I can hear myself in the stream. I did check earlier. But
I don't know because they say we can't hear Ghosty, but I think they can hear you, Josh, and you, Franco.
Yeah. They better hear your loud, sexy, beautiful voice.
Oh boy.
That I would love to wake up to in the morning.
Whoa! Just murdered that squirrel. Okay, got it.
At this point, they're basically Josh is just basically exposing me on stream.
Yeah, Josh is just. If you guys can't hear, because I know we always seem to have audio problems with these streams, which is why I never really stream, only on rare occasions. Josh is pretty much roasting Ghosty for his takes on Star Wars movies because he prefers.
No,
does prefer Rogue One over. The Return of the Jedi?
He prefers The Last Jedi over The Phantom Menace.
You prefer The Last Jedi over The Phantom Menace? Dude, your brain's broken. I'm sorry.
No, bro,
come on.
I put
The
Last Jedi.
Oh, my boy, Big Cloud Gaming. What's up, dude? Everyone go follow and subscribe to Big Cloud Gaming on YouTube and Twitter. He's the best. He's got you covered on all gaming news. And we gotta do, my bro, we gotta do a collab eventually when they show another PlayStation Showcase, collab part 2, because we did one when Marvel Spider-Man 2 released. We'll do another one when the trailer released for the first PlayStation Showcase. We'll do another one when the next PlayStation Showcase pops up, for sure. Let's see. Actually, let's do the rock sound bass.
No, don't do it. Oh, don't do it.
Oop, ow.
Okay, hold on. Okay, no, sorry. Before you continue, how far does this span? Like
what spam?
Is this up to date? Like, is it up to date?
This was. No, that was like.
Oh man. Here, wait.
Yeah,
I think, let me check something in the settings because I can hear Franco, but I can't hear Josh all that much. I can hear you a little bit in the background, but not fully. So.
Probably because I have my volume down.
Yeah, you gotta raise his volume on.
Let me see.
No, but like no, I made this list after No Way Home came out, so that's as current as it was.
I turned your volume up, but I don't know if that registers for the party. So Let's see. I'm gonna turn up everybody.
All I'm saying is,
Start seeing things. Scary things. Alright. Alright, hopefully you guys are able to hear Josh now. Because he's now...
Excuse me?
In fact, let me actually turn him down a bit because he's actually not too loud. Okay.
Mind you, neither of them are in top 5 slots. They're 10 and 11.
I'm sorry, Franco.
All I know is that like, for me, MCU Phase 4 has just been like a snooze fest. Nothing has really stood out. I guess No Way Home counts, but
like the only 2 good things that came out of Phase 4 are Shang-Chi, No Way Home, and Loki Season 1.
I don't know why everyone thinks that Loki is the best Disney Plus show. Me, it's like, it's still...
It is!
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's my second. That's my second.
No, I can't stand the multiverse. Well, I mean, I can't not stand it. I like it, but it's like they could have done a lot more with some of Loki's character growth. I mean, I liked it a lot, but Sylvie's just a bit like... Because he's Avengers 1 Loki.
Yeah, he's Avengers 1 Loki.
Because it's Loki after the death of... well, no, not after the death of... It's after he lost in the Battle of New York, but then he sees the death of himself in Endgame. Right. Alright. I tried to adjust everyone's volumes. Hopefully you can hear them. If not, I am not sure what the issue is, but that's why I never really stream as much, so... Anyways,
do you have the share audio like turned on, Josh?
I definitely have that turned on for me in the party. It asked me
before
we started streaming, but all I know is that the MCU has a lot of interesting things going on with their shows. Moon Knight was but I liked parts of Loki and well, Captain America or Falcon and the Winter Soldier is my favorite one so far. WandaVision, it was fine.
Me too.
I never got the big hype behind WandaVision. I thought it was fine for what it was, but
same
none
here.
of that is really like like, oh my god, I need to see this Disney Plus show so badly, and it's like no, like I'm not like beyond hyped to see like the next episode of She-Hulk or Moon Knight Season 2 or like whatever is coming up in the pipeline next.
But Moon Knight is shit.
Moon Knight is doing a good job.
Moon Knight was mid, bro. Moon Knight was very mid. I'm sorry. That's another hot.
I know that the cameos are like getting people excited, and I'm just like, is that all you have though, or is the She-Hulk story itself actually good? Because that's the problem.
Oh, it's good. Honestly, every one of the cameras there has me and all the wiring in the lab. Nice. Let's shut this place down.
Two cameos so far.
There's like what? There's Wong. There's Megan Thee Stallion. There's Abomination.
Yeah, freaking seeing She-Hulk twerk. Yeah, that's what everybody wants to see.
And then.
They've evolved. They made it modern. They made it classy.
They made it modern. They made it classy. Exactly. No, but like
She-Hulk, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Did they get to that episode yet, which is shown in the trailer, where she's like picking up that guy and putting him on the couch?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Oh God, that's hilarious. Oh no, was she like, people don't like me as this big green monster person? She has to learn about self.
Even though freaking Tatiana's like absolutely freaking gorgeous.
Sorry, we can perform 5 finishers though. We'll do at least one of them.
I know.
Boom. But anyways, yes, to get back on topic again, sorry this always happens with these guys. Spider-Man 2, hopefully we'll see more in October. Iron Man is very early in pre-production, so we're going to have to wait a long time to see more of it. Captain America Black Panther, I've done a lot of videos because apparently they're talking a lot about it, and they did confirm that whenever we do see it next, it will be gameplay, which is cool. And, you know, we got a lot more developer insight from Amy Hennig and the writer of the game. But other than that, just waiting more on Wolverine and Spider-Man pretty much. And then Gotham Knights, I'm so sorry. Like, if you're like, Evan, what about Gotham Knights? Because that comes out next month. And I'm like, yeah. And nothing about it excites me. Nothing I've seen in that game has gotten me hyped.
I'm actually interested in it. I'm interested.
No.
Yeah.
That's
or like Nightwing's using a Fortnite
I'm talking
glider.
more about like the gameplay structure of like, just like the way
like
how
RPG
doing, like,
kind
of
of
story elements and just the structure of like the playable characters and the combat looks odd. Only 2-player co-op, yeah, makes no sense.
And also, there's no counter button. You can only like just dodge.
Right. Oh my God! Well, Miles is dead.
You see the latest quarterly report? I don't read that stuff.
Yeah, counter manually, like, well, first off, there's not even a counter system in it, which is already a big red flag. But I get it, because it's not Arkham. It's different from Rocksteady, so they're trying to make it feel different combat-wise. But when they say in there, the main reason why I'm like, ugh, this just looks so, like, monotonously boring. It's just that when they talk about the combat in that one demo with Nightwing and Red Hood, where it's like, oh, you as Nightwing can ping pong across the battlefield and take out your enemies with fluid ease. I'm like, excuse me, sir, you can do that with nearly every character in the Arkham games. So, catch up, you know?
Check on Bravo 2 and see what's the problem.
The problem is your nasty new form reactor. The solution is me wrecking you.
But in the sense of, like, you're doing this for, like, yes, but they're trying to make the combat feel, like, fluid and embodying the kind of, like, acrobatic nature of each character. And it's just like,
like
you're
Robin's
not
gameplay.
selling me on it with this stiff nature of how the combat looks and feels. And Red Hood should have been easily the most fun player, most enjoyable character to play as. And his combat and story arc, or whatever, the story beats we've seen from him just seem like... Well, that is also one. I can't tell, because the marketing has been so odd. Is it that the game is badly designed, or just that the person controlling it is terrible at it?
Or like mess up.
Red Hood, they're just like making him look like a clown. Like, what are you doing? Yes. Who is taking control of this guy?
Fire
Plus,
this person.
It should just like, oh, we're trying to make this feel so different and you know, so revolutionary from the Arkham games. And I'm just like, you're not really selling me on that premise, sir. You gotta step it up a little bit.
Are we talking about Gotham Knights?
Yes, but look at all the other... The Shadow of Mordor games, frickin' Spider-Man even did, the movie tie-in games. And it's just like, I get it. It's hard to do something different, but you gotta do something different. You can't just keep trying to ride on the coattails of Arkham, because it's not gonna work. Especially when the ending of this game, or the ending of Arkham Knight is exactly the beginning of Gotham Knights, and yet they're in 2 separate different universes. So that's already extremely confusing and oddly decided on.
Like,
There's a hot take right there for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That is another hot take. Campaign is oddly formatted, but the gameplay is the best in any of the games. That's a fact. Story is, yeah. I don't know, like, I liked what they tried to do with it, with the Joker mental stuff, but, like, the Jason Todd Arkham Knight reveal, like, we're not making him Arkham Knight, he's Arkham Knight. Like, okay, well.
like what is your guys' favorite like Arkham game? For me, it's Arkham City.
City.
Well,
City. That's the best
City,
one.
come on. Don't
If you say Origins, you can leave.
Hey, hey, whoa, why are you disrespecting?
No.
Don't you?
It's good, but it's not better than City. There's no way. No. How? Nah. That's why I can't stand it, because it's like you promised in advance it was not going to be Joker. It's like, okay, well, that's why I never trust anything that WB games say in advance. Christmas. That's a pretty cool setting, I will say. But aesthetically, yeah. But I think overall is the well-rounded experience. I think
they could have done a proper remaster of it, but no, they gave it to some shitty third-party company to do it.
Which is totally fine and not terrible looking.
Complimentary enrollment into our coaching program. Boom. Hey, maybe I'll see you in class.
That's so sad.
Because they didn't want to spend any.
The only way that you can play.
Because they didn't want to spend a good they didn't want to spend any money on an actual good developer, third-party developer.
Arkham remaster, quote-unquote remaster. It just looks like, you know, like they say, like remasters are just games with the brightness turned up, like that.
Yeah.
Like kind of like aesthetic. It's exactly what Return to Arkham is. Reskin textures and just enhanced like bright lighting on everything. Luckily, Spider-Man fucked that trend, but maybe not in the way that I wanted to with the Peter Parker.
That is basically the Return to Arkham remaster in a nutshell. Like that's basically what it is.
It hurt, but yes. All I know is that I am very much hoping that Gotham Knights will be an enjoyable enough experience. But am I hyped for it? No, because nothing I've seen of that game has gotten me excited for it. Suicide Squad, though, we'll see. I mean, I gotta see gameplay of that first, but it's
I'm excited for that.
They're great, but I am like, I'd much rather have a Suicide Squad Justice League game or a Superman game than Justice League. Jesus, I'd much rather have a Justice League game or a Superman game than a Suicide Squad game any day of the week. Plus, if they do the thing where it's like they make Superman playable in the Suicide Squad game at some point, like you can play as evil Superman, that'd just be like a middle finger to like all Superman fans. Because it's like, we want to play as actually good Superman instead of like brainwashed, Brainiac-controlled Superman. Like, why? You were so close. You could do it if you wanted to, but you might not. And it scares me. Uh-oh. Standing on nothing. Well, I already know that the Wonder Woman game is going to beat all of them. For sure, 1,000%. Yep. No! Why?
No!
No! No! Not in the game!
Like, what the
No!
fuck are you doing,
Why
man?
would you want Gina Carano as Wonder Woman after everything that's been told about her?
Like, are you okay?
Dude, just get Susan Eisenberg! Get the actual Wonder Woman playing Wonder Woman. Why?
I mean,
right there, and I
that's the only Wonder Woman voice I can do.
I mean, if they got Kevin Conroy,
if you're talking about the movies, I guess, but like no, for these games, that's why I hate what's like Square Enix's vision for the Avengers was like, let's just get the MCU actors, but in video game form, and that's what they did. Like, let's get Nolan North because he's like the RDJ of voice acting. It's like a terrible, terrible decision. No. Because Yuri Lowenthal is totally nothing like Tom Holland. Najee Jeter. Well, there is no Miles Morales in live action, so I guess that's kind of hard to do. But it's just him. But with Guardians, did nothing with the MCU, thank God. But it's like that's, but better. But they didn't do like. Well, because in the movies, they went the route of the 70s, and then, yeah, the games, they did 80s. But A little bit. In the game, but not in the movie. Wasn't it the 70s? I thought that was the whole point. I don't know. I'm dying. I guess. But, like, that's exactly. But with the portrayals of the characters, like, yeah, like, okay, Guardians game Drax is pretty much MCU Drax, but with a lot more levity and depth to his character because they have more time to expand upon them in a game versus a film. Whereas in this Avengers game, it's just like, let's just make RDJ Iron Man, but in a game. So who's RDJ for voice acting? Oh, Nolan North. Okay, who is the Scarlett Johansson of voice acting? Oh, let's get Laura Bailey. It's like, all right, well, you're not doing anything risky or new. You're just trying to replicate what the movies did into a game, and that's why it didn't pay off.
The only new face in the cast of Avengers was Jeff Stein as Captain America. He hasn't done anything outside of.
He's done a couple
Avengers.
like smaller roles. Like he was what's his face in Resident Evil? Chris. He was Chris. Yeah, he was Chris Redfield, I think, in RE.
No, he was
2, 3?
But then he was Carlos and Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Oh, that's who he was. That's right, Carlos, not Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
It'll be a good day.
No, he did Chris Redfield in Resident Evil Village. That's what he didn't. He didn't.
Oh, he did. See, I've never played Resident Evil. Hot take from me.
So good.
But
so good.
I know of the characters, but I've not played them. Huh?
So is Resident Evil 8.
Oh yeah, that's right. God, how many freaking RE games are there, dude? Same thing. It's just crazy. Final Fantasy 16. Like, geez, where do we stop? Like, it's so like cool, but God, like, there's so many games to keep up with, and I have to like play all of them for. Not for the channel, but just to expand my knowledge of the gaming industry to make better videos for the channel. So it's like, I know what I'm talking about. So I have like a little insight for you guys watching on stream. I always try and do research for other games. That's why I try to expand my palette of like different genres, which is why I'm actually excited for Midnight Suns, because that's a type of game that I'll be like, I think I could like this, given what I'm seeing from it. But I know like the general audience is like, this is nothing like Spider-Man PS4, so therefore it'll suck. I'm like, yeah, you gotta give it a chance. You gotta give it a chance.
And yet this
Midnight
is the same guy
Suns.
that plays
Midnight Buns. Yes, Josh, I mean Midnight Buns, because it'll be
No.
clapping those cheeks for fire. I'm kidding. No, scratch that.
This is the same.
Drained it. Feeling good.
I thought you were gonna say Marvel Snap. I'm like, you can leave, because that's not even a top-down game. That's a card game. It's a card game like frickin' Hearthstone, but just with Marvel characters, and no one likes it, and I can't blame them. It is. It is. But no, I was like super, because that's what they promoted during the Disney Marvel Game Showcase, is a lot of new stuff for Marvel Snap. I'm like, don't, please, stop. Justin Ayala, Evan, what actor would you like to see voice Daredevil / Matt Murdock in a game if we got one? Great question and great topic, because I would love to see a Daredevil game for thousands of reasons. First off, it's long overdue. Second off, the combat could be super interesting and different from Spider-Man. And third off, I would love to do like some LA Noire type of detective / lawyer work, you know, with Matt Murdock in a AAA action adventure style game. And acting-wise, I know Troy Baker has been several times like, make me Daredevil, because he wants a Daredevil game to be made more than anyone. I would like it. I think Josh wants Charlie Cox, if you guys can't hear him, even though I kind of disagree, because he's already acting in the shows, and now Spider-Man No Way Home, so it's like they should probably get someone else. Holy crap, that's right. I forgot he's voicing Daredevil in freshman year. That actually is insane. So now that you say that, who knows? So maybe you could have him in the game. I know, I'm a goof. But I have gone on record saying this. I would love to see Matt Mercer as Daredevil. I think that's a perfect choice.
He's the guy who
played
voices
Iron Man in Ultimate Alliance 2 and He's used.
He's McCree in Overwatch.
Holy smokes, Josh! He's trying to get me canceled. Oh man. Actually, that's coming from Josh, so I don't take responsibility for Josh's statement.
Okay.
He's his own man.
He voices Robin in Arkham Knight.
That is true. I forgot about that. Yes,
the underutilized character.
Why you can fully utilize him here as Daredevil, which would be a great choice. But Matt Mercer is such a well-rounded actor that he could easily pull off a character like Matt Murdock, and I'm sure he would love it because I think he has not really been in any of these recent Marvel games, but I think he's like the perfect fit for them. But we just got to get a good role for him, and I think Daredevil would fit the bill perfectly.
And also, didn't he because I know that. Actually, speaking of, what actor would you like to see play Iron Man in the Iron Man game?
That's another weird one. Yeah, because we don't know who's going to play Iron Man or even Captain America and Black Panther in those games. Don't get that's why I love Guardians, and I brought this up in my review for it. That's why I love Guardians so much, is because all those actors are like zeros in the best way possible. Like, I don't know them from anything else. Miles just freaking died again. I know, but I'm saying that in a good way because it's like, oh, I'm just freaking hearing the same voice actor over and over and over again. It's like, no, this is new, fresh blood. They're bringing new takes on these characters, and they'll get recognized for their work in this game to get them more roles in the future. So kudos to them. Kudos to Eidos for giving them a shot, and they did it perfectly, so even double kudos. So, for Iron Man, Black Panther, and Captain America, I don't want any of the actors we've already had in the past. So no Nolan North, no Troy Baker, no Travis Willingham, no Laura Bailey. Get new, even though I liked him as T'Challa, no Chris Judge. Because now we know that it's not T'Challa in the Black Panther game. Yeah, it's not T'Challa, it's his grandfather, Azuri, so he can't be T'Challa again. So, I know he played, God dang it, I freaking died again. But he played a very minor role in the Avengers game as a side character, even though he can easily lead his own game. I think his name is like David Fitnoy or something. David Fitnoy, who played Lee, I think, in the Walking Dead games.
Oh, the guy who... yeah, Lee, who's the voice of Howard in...
Yes! Howard, Mr. Pigeon Man Howard in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love him.
He played one of the Wakandan officers in the War for Wakanda DLC in the Avengers game. He's like shaman or something, and he could be Azuri in the Black Panther game if done right. Plus, he's older. Azuri's older, so I think that fitting could be working perfectly. And for Steve Rogers, it said he's going to be younger. So they could do a younger Steve Rogers voice for him to make him more stand out. God! I don't know why I'm dying so much in this. But in this acting role for the game with Steve Rogers being younger, I think he just became Captain America in this game. So in this story, they could do like a younger take on the character with a voice actor that's more on the younger side. Or at least sounds younger.
They're gonna bring Josh Keaton. Let's go. I'm just kidding. No,
he's coming back. Yep, let's go. One actor that I've actually liked, and we were speaking of anime earlier before the stream. We were talking about things like Jesus. Well, we were talking about like Genshin Impact and stuff, and all the voice actors in that game are incredible. They could do someone from that game, but also just look at the anime community in terms of voice acting in the dub area, because there's a lot of really, really good anime dub voice actors that go underutilized. Yeah, I know, that's the segue. I'm leaving a segue to you, Josh. Hint, hint. If they can hear you, by the way, I don't know if they can, which you gotta check that out, because I can't keep checking settings. YouTube is very, very complicated. But you guys in the audience make it all worthwhile. So thank you so much for staying tuned and for leaving a like on the stream and subscribing to the channel, which I hope you did. And if not, that's totally okay. But anyways, we were talking about anime voice actors earlier, and one of them, I think his name is Kieran Reagan. if I'm getting that correct. No, I'm not talking about that thing. I'm talking about how Kieran Reagan voices one of the characters in Genshin Impact, Hazo, and he is incredible in that game. And if you were to get him as like Captain America, for example, in this game, I think it could be a good. I'm not bringing up your personal thing with stuff, but no, yeah. I know you're wanting me to not talk about, but I'm saying like if they like my point is get a actor with the range of some of these like anime voice actors that can come off as young and youthful and you know like energetic and you know fresh. That's like John McClaren is Star-Lord. Like he is my favorite Star-Lord, and he's only been in like this one game from what I know him from, essentially. And it was perfect. And if they were to do that again for Captain America, I think it'd be great. But for Azuri, that should be someone more experienced, someone older. And I think it could be well if that's done like the performance capture stage. It'd be a lot more realistic. Because Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker are kind of the same age in like The Last of Us as actors. But in the game, they're, you know, she's playing a child and he's playing a man in his 50s or 60s. If not 40s. Really? God, he looks so old in that game. Yeah, he's super gray-haired and super stressed out. Losing his daughter. Yeah, that could do something. That could have something to do with it, but losing his daughter. But with this Captain America Black Panther game, again, get like an older voice actor to play Black Panther and a younger voice actor to play Captain America, or your actor in general, you know? And that dynamic could come off really genuine in the game if conducted properly. And for Iron Man, I have no idea because Nolan North is great, but I just hear literally Drake when playing Avengers. I hear Drake and Deadpool when hearing his voice in that game.
So when you said Drake, I thought you were talking about the
rapper.
the rapper
Nathan Drake. Yeah. I hear Hotline Bling. I hear that can only mean one thing when I talk about Drake and Avengers. Yes, and I also hear that he also has a lot of work with Rihanna to take care of as well. I'm Karen dating myself. Yeah. I was gonna say, is this about like who she's with now? Because there's a lot of questions.
It's okay. Forget it.
I know what it was. Oh man. But Nolan North, I've seen people like, oh, he was great in Avengers. I'm like, not for Iron Man. I love Nolan North, but I don't think he was the right pick for Iron Man. Well, also the emotional beats when he's talking to Bruce Banner in the mansion, like the abandoned mansion, was good. But I'm like, again, but all I'm hearing is Nathan Drake and Deadpool. I'm not hearing Tony Stark. I just hear Nolan North. So he never delivers like a bad, like I've never heard like a Nolan North performance and gone, that was terrible. No, he's great. It's just that I want him to be more, you know, let there be a bit more freedom when it comes to pursuing this game's direction. And hopefully that happens with Iron Man, but also with maybe another rumor that's been going on, because the Iron Man game rumors were correct. The other game that has been heavily rumored from EA as well is Black Panther. So if that happens, who's to say that we could also get maybe Chris Judge could come back, or we could see like another, you know, African-American actor taking up the mantle, which I don't like the premise of what they've said in the rumors of, oh, it's not going to be T'Challa, it's going to be some other random nobody that you can take up the mantle of T'Challa. I'm like,
it's going to be...
line of sight to the generator.
Oh, excuse me. I don't like that either because the game should not be trying to, coincide exactly. They shouldn't emulate or coincide with the films because they're their own unique thing. It shouldn't have to be forcefully done in a way that feels like, oh yeah, I'm just watching the movies again. It's like, no, I should get something genuine and honest.
That was the 2010 with the movie tying in, but that era is way over now.
Yes.
Like my God, I still remember the freaking Iron Man movie tie-ins we got from Sega, like way back in the early 2010s. Like, has anyone actually played those games? I thought they were.
I thought we had one more thing to connect. No, I played those Iron Man movie tying games, but they weren't great. Flying was fun, but the overall game and elements of that wasn't all that detailed. But there are a lot of very exciting things that will occur if done properly with the notion of a solely dedicated Iron Man game. And it would be dope if done properly.
Not the theater.
Also, what villain would you like to see in this Iron Man game? For me, the one villain I would love to see is freaking, and you know this, Evan, because you did post this on Twitter.
Well, if we get like Living Laser and Titanium Man and
Ironmonger,
Whiplash, Madam Mask, Mandarin, all these because Iron Man has a lot of cool villains, which the movies never really did a good job of displaying besides Iron Man 1 with Ironmonger. By the way, Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane is one of the best castings in any Marvel movie. He was so good in that role. Jedediah Stane. Why not? Obadiah Stane. Yeah, just like that performance was incredible, and I'm really hoping that we can get something as good as that in this Iron Man game if they go like the route of like the Living Laser or Madam Mask could be a cool choice. There's a lot of opportunity here. And again, like just like the Guardians game, they had Adam Warlock, they had Lady Hellbender, which was a fairly recent Marvel character, but they still made her really cool. And then the final character, the final main villain was Magus. So that's like, wow, that's a deep cut choice.
Also,
and it was great.
Don't forget freaking Bing Bang Boom was in the game.
That's right. See? But he was like just a cool boss. But like that, in terms of like a mainstay villain, like for the narrative, like Miles Morales' main villain is the Tinkerer, right? So it's like who is going to be that for Venom's level with Spider-Man 2 and whoever ends up being in the Wolverine game, but for Iron Man.
For me, it's like, for me personally,
that's a great choice too. See, like literally any of those villains could be a main villain contender. Even a character like the Living Laser could still be a main villain.
For me personally, it's like.
Yes, bro.
For me, I would love to
watch
see,
Iron Man Armored Adventures and come back to me. He's literally like one of the best characters in that show. Yes, bro, and he's great in that show. Fantastic.
For me personally, it's like I want to see freaking Ezekiel Stane as
I got caught. Damn, they called baby Spider-Mans here. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to be demolishing these guys for saying that about Miles.
Well, for me, it's like
hopefully not dying this time like I did 1,000 times outside.
Like, the one thing I actually would love to see in this game is Ezekiel Stane as the Technovore.
That's my main choice. That's my main choice. Ezekiel Stane as Technovore is must-have villain material, literally above everyone else. It'd be perfect. It's literally like I still view as like Venom and like Venom, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin are the main three Spider-Man villains that people like. Who's Spider-Man's real arch nemesis? Is it Green Goblin for killing Gwen Stacy? Is it Doc Ock because he's like his intellectual superior? Or is it Venom because he's the antithesis of Spider-Man? And I've always said Venom. And I say the same about Technovore for Iron Man. Yes, sorry, Josh. If you guys can hear Josh, please let us know, because if not, I'll recap what he says. Oh, boy. Oof. Oh God. Getting murdered. No! Well, pain.
Even Spider-Man's not ready for this.
They can't hear you, sadly. So Josh is pretty much saying that Doc Ock is not Spider-Man's arch nemesis because there's a lot of other villains that can fit the bill better than Doc Ock. Even though we got Superior Spider-Man, even though we have a lot of stuff in the comics. Literally, yes. I can't thank you enough for saying that. Because I understand, like, okay, if they go the Superior Spider-Man route in Spider-Man PS4, fine. But it's like, you know, because okay, Miles just got demolished by these guys. Because at the end of the first game, we see Doc Ock losing motor functions and kind of teasing that route. But I think I mainly hate Superior Spider-Man just because what it did to the overall continuity of the Spider-Man comics and his relationships with everyone, especially Black Cat, which just pissed me the hell off with what they did with her. But the narrative of like, oh, he's a villain, but he's actually a good guy with a kind of moral code that may or may not be broken from time to time. Again, I think it's just so much more fitting for a character like Venom, who is literally Venom literally exists because of Spider-Man's failures, because of him, you know, abandoning the symbiote and letting it get to Eddie, and Eddie being a, you know, an outcome of all of Spider-Man's kind of.
Why was this turned off?
Just like, you know, just Spider-Man's like.
Yo, ask the chat they could hear me.
Can you hear Josh now? He tried to fix something. But just, you know, Eddie Brock and Spider-Man, Peter Parker having this
PlayStation turned it off.
But just having this kind of really interesting bond and connection with each other, and the, you know, the symbiote having that sense of connectivity between the two of them, have a lot of very interesting narrative possibilities. And again, with like stories like the Ultimate Spider-Man Venom arc, and even, I know people hate this comic, but elements of Spider-Man Reign do it really well with Venom and Spider-Man's relationship. But also, like, Back in Black, kind of like what the black suit means for Peter.
Back on crack.
Back on crack. And yes, they can hear you now, which is great.
No, for some reason, PlayStation turned off the fucking share my voice thing, even though I had it on.
Yeah, see, I don't know why. So that's, again, one of the reasons why I never really stream that much, because I never know really how to handle these live streams.
So in case you didn't hear earlier,
that's also why I don't
Ghosty has really shitty hot takes.
Yes, to elaborate, Ghosty has hot takes for both Star Wars and Marvel.
For fuck's sake, Josh, stop.
Do it again! Again! Say it again!
Trigger everyone.
Oh, shit.
No. But
No,
in the sense of how there's so much more, like, again, narrative stuff with the symbiote and Venom and Peter Parker and Black Suit Spider-Man all having this dichotomy with one another, because Venom wouldn't exist without Spider-Man and his, you know, mistakes that he has made in his life. And that is what I hope the narrative, you know, kind of entails for Spider-Man or Marvel Spider-Man 2. Because there's so much to to play with that and the Venom storyline. And Brian Intar seems to know it, because he's like, it's one of the best stories of Spider-Man in all comics, and just how that connects to his character and the symbiote and what that does to Peter. He gets it. He gets it, and I'm super, super pumped to see what they do with Venom, with Tony Todd especially, freaking voicing Venom. Are you kidding me?
All I'm
like,
saying
no,
is,
we're oh god.
Can he get the spider at some point? I just hope he gets the spider.
Yeah, because in the trailer it doesn't seem like he has it. I mean, we don't see his lower body.
No, I guarantee he won't start off. I guarantee he won't start off.
It doesn't seem like his lower body is like a white spider on it. Yeah, yes, please.
He's gonna start off as like 2018 Venom, but then later on.
Ew! No, don't even speak that out there in the universe.
Just don't.
Brother.
You know what?
That's
I will
ugly.
say, do not give Venom toes like in the movie, because that's disgusting, and I don't want to see it
Honestly, I understand. I don't hate the idea of toes. I think it actually makes sense depending on how
know
the
it does, but
to
it's
somebody.
disgusting
like, for instance,
and gross,
like with
and
Harry,
people have weird foot fetishes that they
well, I mean, he's an alien.
I'm like, please don't.
Oh, God.
No, it is nasty. It's nasty, and I hate it, and I don't want
like, it's already wet.
It's already wet. It's a gross, slimy symbiote. It's an alien life form. So really, you're not sucking on toes. You're sucking on the alien.
Okay, that's enough.
All sorts of wrong.
That's enough.
This stream is definitely gonna get demonetized.
It's gonna get absolutely.
It already was
It's okay.
demonetized from the
He
start.
how
already
we
doesn't
celebrate
make money.
subscribers in
He's
style.
broke.
This is what the channel's future entails: is foot fetishes and Venom.
Damn, they
symbiotes.
heard none of my good jokes earlier.
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
upset. I'm so upset. They heard none of my good jokes earlier. This is bullshit. Fuck you, PlayStation.
Oh man, yeah.
No, but like,
For those who
They had
don't know,
none of my
Josh
good
has an
jokes.
incredibly tasteful sense of humor with zero edge whatsoever and totally nothing funny about it. I'm kidding.
no, the funny.
Hey, look, I can be I can do edgeless humor. It's just not. It's not as fun.
It's not as fun. Yes.
Why would I do safe
If you
humor
guys
all
to
the
see,
time?
which
That's
by the
kinda
way, join our
corny.
Discord, join the Spidey Squad Discord. But if you guys see some of the stuff that we talk about in our own Discord chats, you'll know, you'll understand Josh's sense of humor. Absolutely.
No one like that. Discord.
I'm
has been kind of
fucking
an
heinous.
during these last couple of years, actually.
Has it?
Dillixon, this stream sums up the Spider-Man community quite well. We hope not in the way that you might think of it. We try to do a good viewpoint of the Spider-Man community and not a bad light, but sometimes it just goes that way.
I break it to you, sir. We already hit that bump a long time ago.
Oh my God, that's right. But we have come back from it since. I hope.
Comeback stories like Kim Kardashian. Hey,
Parks and Rec.
I'm
joke.
sorry.
I got that one.
The bar was so low for that one. I couldn't help it, bro. It was so easy. It was right there.
It was
Yeah.
very easy reach. Absolutely.
I forgot to mention this earlier.
That's saying something because I'm short as hell. I can't reach most things.
Good.
You're not short, but
Shut up.
I can speak from personal experience that, no, I'm kidding. No, because it's funny, because Josh and I met in person, Spice Gator Boy and I, for the viewers out
Yeah,
there.
this
We met
motherfucker's like
in
the size
person
of a bear.
during my 21st birthday in oh my God, I'm 24 now. How old was I in 21?
2019, was it?
19,
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
2019.
No, 19, yeah.
So I went to New York for my 21st birthday, and I met Josh for the first time in person in New York, right outside the Freedom Tower, which was the coolest thing ever. And his friends. And
I
we got
wish the Freedom
pizza
Tower was
at
still in the game.
Joe's Pizza Place from Spider-Man 2, which was
Man,
dope.
their pizza actually is really good. Like if you ever go to New York,
It was very
whether you go to the
greasy.
original one
It was
or
very
one of the
greasy.
other sites in the city, their pizza is really good. It's greasy, but it's really good. Like don't sleep on it.
Yeah. If you like fat pizza, then
Well, I'm
You
a
got this.
fat ass, even though I'm skinny.
Actually, I forgot to mention this. Frank, Andrew told me that he's actually ready to join the group. If you can actually invite him to the.
yes, we would love
Yeah,
to
sure.
have Andrew join in. Spidey Outcast, for those unaware. And could also subscribe to and follow on Twitter, because he also has his own YouTube channel. Most of the Spidey Squad members do have YouTube channels and or social media accounts. So Josh is on Twitter. Jordan Spidey Vigilante is on Instagram with over 100,000 followers, because that's our best boy. And the Spidey Squad has our own Twitter account
Damn,
and
Big B
Discord
looking mad
page.
as hell.
Spidey Bugle is doing great work over in the mod community. And also he has like a Linktree type website showing all of his accounts. And he's the best. So show him your support as much as
Man,
possible.
Oh, skin itches.
And speaking of
But other than that, what we talked about, we roasted Ghosty, we roasted Josh, we talked about the Marvel games,
When did you
Marvel
roast me?
Spider-Man
Excuse
2,
me?
Wolverine, Miles on PC, Iron Man, and Captain America Black Panther. Gotham Knights looks trash. I'm just kidding. It looks fine, but not really anything I'm too excited about. Suicide Squad, we need more info about it, and Wonder Woman's going to beat all of them. We just need to see more trailer footage from it and gameplay, of course. And we're hoping that soon, in October, we could see a PlayStation showcase, which about that, besides Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, and I'm assuming Ghost of Tsushima 2, what other PlayStation games, I'll ask you guys in the chat and here in the party, what PlayStation games would you want to see be announced there?
Sly Cooper.
That would be freaking amazing. I hope so.
It's his 20th anniversary this year, and
And they
they're
did
doing
nothing.
nothing.
No, but
They had a 20th
No, no,
anniversary
I get that, but
article for Sly Cooper, but they didn't
Yeah,
do,
that's
like,
it,
new
an
games
article.
coming
No,
out.
no,
They didn't do that.
no, I get that, but also like I get that, but also like I was robbed of a Jack and Daxter 4 because we got Last of Us, and I would like for that to happen.
Really?
Sorry, not sorry.
So, because that's the thing, because we
Look,
already have Ratchet and Clank,
They
Rift
like
Apart,
they like
which was a great game, but it's like out of all the other PlayStation like mascot characters, none of them have gotten like a resurgence of a game. There's no Sly,
Besides
there's no
Crash
Jack and
Bandicoot.
Daxter, there's no, well, I guess you could count the Spyro Reignited trilogy and Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet
We
and
got
Clank is really the
Crash's-
only main one that's gotten like a big resurgence with his new games.
no, like I said, because Crash got the Insane Trilogy and they got a new Part 4 because they retconned all the
That's
other
right,
garbage
Crash
games out
did
of
get a
continuity.
new, remastered trilogy. But not
I'm
like
so
a new
mad.
game
I bought. It's
you know?
About time.
I guess the remastered trilogy.
No, it is
counts.
a new game.
Right.
No. It got a Part 4 this past year.
Oh my God, it did. Yeah, like the what out of
Yeah,
time. All
bro.
the time?
I'm so
What was
mad
it?
though. No, it's about time. It's about
It's
time.
about time. Yes.
But I'm so mad. I
that's
bought
right.
it and then literally like a month or two later,
just
it
faded
went.
out.
It went on PS Plus. I'm like,
Wow. Why would you do this?
I mean, I'm not complaining because the game's awesome. Like, but I need a new Jack and Daxter
Oh my
game.
God, I thought he was
don't
driving
care.
on nothing. Oh no, there's a freaking prisoner on top of the car. Oh no. You gotta save him before he falls off.
Actually, wait.
Oh,
need.
he just disappeared.
I need a
That was
freaking,
amazing.
I need,
No, that's not what I meant to do. Damn it.
Infamous 1 and 2 remakes for PS5.
That's the
please.
main one. That's the main one. I've been, for some reason, just getting back into the nostalgia trip that is Infamous 1. I don't even care if they don't bring back Infamous 2 or do an Infamous Second Son remaster or whatever. I just need Infamous 1 remake because that story in that game is iconic and that game is phenomenal. Even though I said earlier that I prefer Prototype over Infamous, we already got the Biohazard bundle, which is not even a remaster. That's just a straight-up port. But at least it exists, you know? At least you can play Prototype 1 and 2 on PS4 and PS5 if you want to. Infamous 1 and 2, you can only play on PS3. It's like, what the hell is going on? And I guess you could do PlayStation Now, but that doesn't really count. So you need like a remake for those games desperately. Not a remaster. That game deserves a full-on remake, for sure. Way more so than The Last of Us, because that game... I mean, I have the PS4 remaster, and it's fine. Graphically, yeah, obviously it's the best version, but did it need to be made? I don't think so. But the reason why it did, of course, is because of the show. That's literally the only reason. That's why Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the anime, it's why the game, Cyberpunk 2022, is getting such a big resurgence is because of the anime
2077.
success. Yeah, so the... Game, did I say 2022? Cyberpunk 2077.
You said 2022.
That's hilarious. Cyberpunk 2022 is the new name for it. Don't quote me on that. Actually, you can. No, Cyberpunk 2077 is getting a massive resurgence because of the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime that did release in 2022. And the reason why the show, why the Last of Us remake is happening is because the Last of Us show is happening. So it's a great way to cross-promote the two, and Sony knows it full well. So, I mean, that's even also what they did with Uncharted. The Uncharted movie was coming out like, oh, let's remaster the PS4 Uncharted game. So, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Have you actually
Which is
played the
weird.
PS5 version?
Which is weird, because that game was labeled as a remaster on PS5, but The Last of Us is a remake. But that is like the closest thing to a remaster I've seen for The Last of Us, in my opinion. I get it, they remade it from the ground up, but the overall game itself, the way it plays, the story is the exact same. So I don't really agree with those statements. It's like, this is the, you know, what the PS5 is all about. I'm like, I don't believe you. You know, like when there's already games like Spider-Man Remastered that is exactly what the remake looks like, just with enhanced graphics. So there needs to be like a new game. My point with this is that for the PlayStation Showcase, I would like them to announce a new game that is revitalizing an older franchise that gets people excited that haven't seen in a while, but also does things with it that are new and innovative that we haven't seen before. So Infamous 1, remake that from the ground up on PS5, and you will get yourself so many sales. In my opinion, it would do so well if done right.
I gotta call you back.
Yeah.
Our boy
and-
Andrew is in the party. Spidey Outcast, what is up?
Give me the whole situation.
Yes.
Yeah. And another thing that I want to.
That's
another game that
okay. That's okay. We've had a wild ride. We've had a wild ride with these past couple hours.
like we started off with Josh freaking roasting me with hot takes on stream.
Yes. Josh just roasting everyone in the party, dropping bombs with demonetizing words. No. Andrew, you could never be roasted.
Yeah.
Unless Josh somehow wants to and has the ability to do so, which would be cruel, but who knows.
No, but like, actually, speaking of games, Evan, are you actually excited for the new Assassin's Creed that they announced?
Here's the thing. I was at first excited for Mirage, Assassin's Creed Mirage, but then they told me that the Valhalla team is behind it, so now I'm a little scared. So
No. The Valhalla team is for codename Red. Excuse me.
is it? Well, who's making Valhalla? Mirage.
The main Ubisoft team.
Okay, then never mind. Then I'm excited again because
He's safe.
yes, because I hate Valhalla, so I'm like, don't do that with this Mirage game, which is like in the case of Codename Red, I'm fine with it being like an RPG style game because I'm just like, okay.
I rather prefer it to be an RPG.
Because if they do that, I'm like, oh, we'll just get Ghost of Tsushima again with Assassins. And it's like, okay, great. You just gotta make sure that it doesn't mess up the story. Because if the gameplay is like Ghost of Tsushima, then we're solid. But if the story is bad, then we got a problem. So that's kind of all.
Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, get me the hell out of here and take away Ubisoft's rights to make any more Assassin's Creed games.
Because it's like, so what is
Again, I brought this up on Twitter. The last Assassin's Creed game I played was Origins, which I liked,
that was back in
but
2017.
then they kind of got really far off with Odyssey and Valhalla, which wasn't even, like, Odyssey was before Origins, chronologically, so it's like, what are we doing here? And they didn't even have any freaking hidden blades. It's like, what? Okay, this is not Assassin's Creed anymore. Which, again, like, I've said this about, like, Assassin's Creed 4 is the best pirate video game I've ever played, but it's not an Assassin's Creed game. So it's like, Odyssey is probably the best Gladiator game anyone could play, but it's not an Assassin's Creed game. So I'm hoping that Mirage will fix that, and I'm hoping that this Codename Red will be, like, the Ghost of Tsushima experience that we were waiting for before Ghost of Tsushima actually happened.
No, because the thing is that people can't be one of the seven in Assassin's Creed, and I can't believe it took us a freaking decade for it to finally get it, only for that one to get the PG elements in it.
Right.
God, Ubisoft.
All I know is that I'm love like the Ezio era of Assassin's Creed games, which is probably everyone's favorite. But I'm also a big fan of Assassin's Creed 3 and Syndicate. I actually liked a lot, but some of the other games were just hit or miss for me.
Like, what do you think? Can you give us like opinion on each one? Because obviously, but like, what are your thoughts on like? Because I don't think I actually ever saw you talk about the first Assassin's Creed. The very first one was Tiger.
Miles with the kicks. Okay, guys. It is 2:10. We have been streaming for over an hour and a half. We'll stream a little bit longer, maybe reach 2 hours. And then we will say
I think we have reached 2 hours.
Next time. What's that?
I think we have reached 2 hours, actually.
No, I think... because we started streaming at 12:30.
So, did we? Oh, okay.
An hour, it was a little bit over an hour and a half, so we're close.
No, only like an hour and a half.
Yes. Which, by the way, I know no one will watch it, but if you guys were up for it, were to be up for it, I would not mind doing a live stream of Persona 5 Royal when it gets on PS5 in October 21st, which is hilarious because it comes out the same exact day of Gotham Knights, and I'm 1,000% more excited to replay a game I've already played through twice, 3 times if you count the original.
That's
version,
because
not
you're
the
a
Royal
weeb
version.
boy.
Nah, bro, it's because the game is goated and 1,000 times better than any other game I played in the past few years, except
Another
for the
200 hours wasted on Evan's life.
Not even, bro. Don't come at me. You're gonna say that when you know damn well that Billy Kometz voices Maruki. How dare you, bro? How are you gonna do Billy Kometz like that?
No, I love Billy. All right, rest in peace. Gone too soon.
Which, fun fact, he was also dating Erica Limbeck, who voices Black Cat in Spider-Man. So that
he was dating Box Cutter Chin.
Oh no, Josh. That's the equivalent of the Reese Witherspoon joke from Family Guy. I'm gonna use this chin to break open this vault.
I'm sorry, bro. Her chin busted as hell.
That came from Josh, everyone, not me. Oh man. No, but for any of you who do not know, Billy Kometz was a voice actor who recently passed away due to colon cancer, sadly, and he voiced one of the main characters of this Persona 5 game.
One of the best characters in the game.
Yeah, no, sorry, the best character in Persona 5 Royal, Dr. Maruki, which made me depressed seeing how
he even did a video essay.
He is no longer with us, unfortunately. But play Persona 5 Royal for Billy Kometz if you haven't already. He deserves the best.
And also, like Evan, he actually even did a video essay on his on Persona 5 Royal.
I did a video essay exactly about Dr. Maruki and Persona 5 Royal in depth. I did a review, kind of Persona 5 Royal and Strikers simultaneously, and talked about Dr. Maruki in depth in a video essay, which still has less than 1,000 views. So great to see that.
Let's change that.
Let's go. Get that going, yeah. Please. That's where the channel's going next, folks, is Persona 5 video essays and anime deep dives, as you'd expect.
At that point, you're basically the anime man 2.0.
Yes. Which, by the way, again, side note,
God,
not even sponsored by them,
tiny.
but play Genshin Impact. It's so good. I know people are like, you're such a weeb. I'm like, you know what? Maybe. Yes! I need, because it's a co-op game, so you can play Genshin with your buddies if you want to. And I've gotten so many good characters in Genshin. I've leveled up, who have I leveled up? I got Tainari, I got Kale, I got Dori recently. I've already had Ganyu for a while, but I'm leveling all these characters up, and they're fantastic to play as. And it's like, it's just such a good game, especially because it's like, it's even more hilarious for two reasons. One, it came out the same exact month and year as Avengers did in September 2020. And two, it's the same type of genre, a live service action-adventure type game, but handled in the best way possible. And it just beats Avengers out in every way.
By handled in the best way possible, it's a rip-off of Breath of the Wild.
For your simple-mindedness, yes. But for us intellectual weebs, it's much deeper than that.
Evan, we've had intellectual conversation before. I think you're the simple-minded buffoon.
Uh-oh. Josh, you got me. He figured me out. No.
Where the Amberland? Why the bad body still alive?
His
right
weakness
there?
is Key and Peele sketches.
Bro.
His weakness is Key and Peele sketches.
Where the Amberland? Why the man body still lying right there? Call the damn Amberland.
Call the Amberland.
Smoke.
Where are you gonna get weed? Where are you going, little homie? I'm just right here, bro. What do you mean? I was like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Well, I think you need to talk to little homie. You need to talk to him right now. Yeah, bitch. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I'm a grown-ass man.
See, I
no,
told
wait, that's
his
the other
weakness.
one. That's the other sketch. I'm a grown-ass man. Oh, man. God, I love Key and Peele.
Told you it's his
Speaking of which,
weakness.
what'd you think of Nope?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to see it.
You gotta see it. Easily the best one of his movies.
Really? Even better than Get Out?
Us. I like
You like it more over Get Out?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mainly because I really love Daniel Kaluuya in it, because he's always great, but just how he's also in Get Out. But I mean, like,
I
what
don't
he
think
did
he's
in
ever
this
had
movie
a
is
single bad performance.
really great. Yeah, no, he's always delivering great stuff. And I like Kiki Palmer's character, too. Usually I'm not really a big fan of hers, but she did a good job in this.
Really? You uncultured baboon.
No, I mean, like, what was it, like, the Nickelodeon show she was on?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's a stupid Nickelodeon kid show.
No, but that was good, but I
stuff.
mean, like, some of her other stuff, I'm like, it's okay. But no, in this movie, she was really, really good. In Nope. Uh-oh.
Actually, speaking of movies, if you have seen the extended
Coming after him. No, but there's a lot of, very much intrigue going on with anime community and, Cyberpunk Edge Runners kind of blending in, like, the anime aesthetic with the video game world.
I need to watch that. I'm going to watch that tonight.
I just finished it the other day. It was good. I just don't know if I didn't like it as much because I'm not a fan of the game or because I thought the writing was a bit lackluster in some parts. But I liked what it did for the most part because the characters were well developed and the visuals were great because Studio Trigger is...
It might be because you don't like the game because everybody who...
I hate the game. I hate it so much. And not even just because it glitches, but also because it's just like so like... I feel like it's being edgy for the sake of being edgy. Like, oh, we're
I didn't
cyberpunk.
get that vibe at all.
We're so cool, the corpos. Oh yeah, screw the man, dude. Like, yeah, let's
I'm not surprised because you know why? Evan's a simp.
Stuff. It's like, okay, well. What'd he say?
I said I'm not surprised.
Oh, wait, for who?
You're just a simp.
Just in general?
You're
nah, you gotta have some backup. You gotta back it up. Well, actually, wait, for, what's her face? Shoot, I had it. It was for someone. It's not for Black Cat, even though that could count. But no, for someone else. Damn it. Was it someone from Genshin? Yes, it was. It was Rosaria. Yep, so never mind. Probably right.
Rosaria Dawson, that's my wife.
Okay, actually, that's that's anyone's call, because Rosaria Dawson is phenomenal.
Man,
and
she
she doesn't
pulled
come
up
back
with the Ahsoka outfit on. I'm just
Nurse
saying it'd be
in
over.
Born Again, I'm gonna be really upset.
No, they better bring her back as Claire.
Yeah, Claire needs to come back.
And Deborah Ann Wolf.
Oh! Got run over by a tank.
Because there's like, what, 50 waifus in Genshin Impact?
Literally, probably more to count on, like, 10 people's hands combined. Like, there's so many people. But it's not about the waifus. Or is it? No, I'm kidding. No, it actually is really cool because all the characters get, like, their specifically dedicated missions to them. And I always compare it to Avengers because that's literally what Avengers tried to do but failed miserably. But Genshin is like, you want to make a good live service game? Look at Genshin. And I know it's a gacha system, so you have to pay money if you really want to get vested with it. But for the most part, if you just play the game normally, you will be able to unlock characters just by playing through missions and doing your daily quests. And even like you don't have to be good at the game. You can just like, oh, I participated in this little event that's happening right now. And you get like either a new character or currency or new weapons. And just it constantly rewards you just for playing the game. It's like, it's almost like it's a good, well-designed game. Exactly. Like, they definitely incentivize you, like, well, you could get a character and pay money on it, but if you just play it normally, like, you don't have to spend money on it to play the game in a way that you would want to. So that's what I appreciate about it. Unlike Avengers, where it's like, spend money on all these costumes for no reason.
By the way,
like, no thanks.
Evan,
I will not do that.
Like Evan, if they brought the advanced Super Spider-Man Avengers, would that...
That's the thing. That's the thing. I will be screwed if they add the advanced suit in Marvel's Avengers as like a possible additional skin at some point.
Now, which one? 1.0 or 2.0?
The advanced suit. If they just add in like the white spider.
Give us the better one. Give us 2.0, bro, because the first one's mid compared to the new one.
I just missed the red leg pattern for some. Why did they get rid of that?
I always hated it.
No,
because it's stupid.
Now there's too much blue.
Because Descendant Chu was retarded and said he needs thighs. He needs thigh protection, even though he has powers.
God, Josh is
Like the fuck?
delusional.
Fucking
Everybody,
stupid.
never take anything he says with a serious intent. He is
Bro,
off his
the
rocker.
thigh things literally serve no
And,
purpose.
we gotta
It says,
get
oh,
checked
when he
into
brushes
mental
it against
asylum soon.
objects, he literally no. They said it's for thigh protection when he brushes up against stuff. He never brushes
Yes!
up against
But it's
anything
smart
on his
like
on his
that, 'cause
thighs.
there's a narrative purpose behind why it's there, and now they just got rid of it. And like
No,
the
there
blue
isn't.
is more maneuverable, so it
stupid.
has a lot more depth to make him
It's
flexible, which is
stupid.
fine for the sequel. But not when you gotta like you're running up walls and hitting your kick. He's kicking people like 1,000% of the
Bro.
time in the game. He never really
Yeah,
punches.
but he's not
kicking.
using his thighs. He ain't using
Yeah,
his
why
damn
not use
thighs.
freaking protection on his thighs? Why not?
Cause it's stupid.
Nah, dude.
He's not gonna feel that anyway if he just falls on his side.
But now there's too much
He
blue.
has high pain tolerance.
Okay, so then you gotta give him some more red on the boots then. Make it add up. Now
That's
there's
what I
too much
want.
blue.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, give him red boots. That's what I want. But take away those dumbass thigh things. It's not my fault. Just
Not
Chu's
even,
dumb and
bro.
doesn't believe that he should have boots. She's
least he has
dumb
a
as hell.
belt.
She said, "Oh, it's immature for him to have boots." What kind of stupid shit is that?
Because it's like an Olympic athlete in his prime. That's why
She literally said that before.
Yes.
She said the reason why they took away the boots because she feels a 23-year-old shouldn't be wearing boots. What?
In comparison to like more form-fitting shoes is what they made the
Yeah, they could be
reasoning for.
But dude, he's literally wearing fucking socks with soles on them. Like, how much form fitting can they be? The fuck?
Anyways, all I know is that the Advanced Suit 1.0 better be an optional skin to choose in Marvel Spider-Man 2. And then, like, the main sticklers are like, what are you talking about, Evan? The Advanced Suit is in the game. It's like, well, not the first version. So that's
No,
why I'm
he
like,
like that. No, honestly, if they add the first version, just at least make the suit match
same thing
the
with
colors
Miles.
of the new one.
He has his new suit, too, with the red stripes on his arm.
Yeah.
And also...
I like it.
like an updated belt design and like sleeker looking textures on the back of the suit as well compared to how it was in the first game. Yeah, but now
Who was that? Was that Andrew? Oh my
Yeah, it was
god.
Andrew.
more.
That scared the shit out of me.
What they're doing is like, and I love Bill Roseman's explanation about where they're saying that they're making it more updated for the newer generation. So they're like not like gonna let's get rid of the entirety of the advanced suit. Like no, that is clearly still the advanced suit. We're just updating it. So I appreciate that. Unlike frickin' any MCU movie where they just get rid of any previous suit they had and do something completely different for merchandise purposes.
Like that.
It is literally always the toys, Andrew. You're 1,000% correct. Yep, absolutely. What does he have? Like fucking like 50 mark suits, 100 plus suits. So many.
Yo, how many armored suits do we have in that fucking game?
A lot. Well, wait, in Avengers? Yeah, like over frickin' probably. I'm actually.
Oh, I was talking about
honestly gonna say, like, over
Spider-Man.
70. Oh, Spider-Man PS4. There's over.
I was
like,
talking
50.
about why no one even need that, bro.
It's,
No one
wait,
asked for
actually,
that
it might
shit.
be either over 50 or close to 50, but
No,
still
it's over
around that
50.
area. It is over 50, man.
Yeah.
No,
I know now because they added the No Way Home suit, not including mods. I just mean the official added suits.
And yet they
No
still
Way
didn't
Home
add Tazen 2 or the final
No
swing
Tazen
officially.
2, no final swing suit. Yeah, that hurts. But that just means they'll look even better in the sequel. So there's a silver lining there.
Not for like to the
Silver lining. I see what you did there. Like
Yeah,
like
you
that
get it? I
garbage
appreciate
DLC.
that. Thanks. Yep. I'll pat myself on the back for that. No, by the way, I still stand by that the Silver Lining DLC is the best DLC from that game.
I always flip-flop between that and the
The
heist.
heist. Yeah, Turf Wars is the worst. We can all confirm that.
No, I think Silver Lining is the worst, honestly.
What?
How? Josh is doing this to spite me, everybody.
Like, are you okay today? Like, are you fried?
Everyone's worried about you, Josh.
Well, look, I'm not saying that Turf Wars is good either. I just think Silver Lining is worse.
In what ways?
I'm too close.
What do you mean in
How am I
what
still too
ways?
close?
Fucking the whole shit with fucking Silver Sable sucks. They literally fucking reverted her character back to how she was before
Well, what
the
I don't
ending
like
of the main
about it
story.
is that they saved the
Literally
Silver
makes no
Sable
fucking
boss
sense.
fight for the DLC instead of the main game. That's the main thing. I'm
not only that, the boss fight isn't even really a good boss fight either.
It's kind of just like
it's like we waited all this time for a mid-ass fight.
Well, it's also weirdly designed. Like you're trying to dodge her, but she keeps attacking you somehow with her guns and kicks, and it's like, really? But I thought
exactly. Well, it's this cockamamie ass shit.
Like whoever thought of making Hammerhead a cyber.
Oh, come on. But also, I love the and you again. We brought this up. You already know they're gonna do this in Spider-Man 2 because it was a test drive thing in the DLC, and now they're gonna do it fully. I already can tell in the sequel. It's God, I keep mistiming this thing. Peter Parker free roam.
The quick change mechanic
into Spider-Man seamlessly. Yep.
The quick change mechanic.
The quick change.
Should that be applied to
the shit change?
Oh my God. Josh is just being.
I've been saying that since day one.
No, I was just joking. No, I actually am really hyped for that. That's what people have been wanting for the longest
if they do
too.
like another, and I would love to see Black Cat come back, but if that would that make make sense narratively though for her to return?
No,
because in Miles they say like she has actually gone straight. There's a point where like you're in the Roxxon base and he is looking at files, and Simon Krieger is talking about potential candidates to help get Miles kidnapped for him, and he's like looking at like Rhino and Black Cat, and then he sees Prowler. He's like, oh, we'll go with him. But then he looks at he brings up Felicia Hardy, and he's like, oh, she's gone straight now. So I guess she's fine
she's
for
not
now.
bisexual
But maybe if they
anymore.
come back, I would love to see her interact with like Black Suit Spider-Man because I need that dynamic, please.
Also, can I just
Yes.
can I just say, since you brought up Black Cat in this universe, what a waste opportunity they had with her.
How?
Yup, in the DLC.
Just
They
making her
had a
DLC
chance.
character, you mean?
The
Instead of,
one,
like a main
no,
story beat.
Well, that would have been fun. It's more so like in terms of what her story. It's like, yo, you boasted all this stuff about how the universe that you have is so unique and different.
She gaslit
No. It's like they always say this universe is like so unique, and up until that point, nothing really felt unique about that universe. Then we get Felicia Hardy. It's like, hey, not only is it like one of the few times we see them that they actually dated. Oh, she might be the mother of his child.
Yeah.
They should have stuck to their guns and fully went through with that instead of just like, oh, let's bait him and make her classic Black Cat out of nowhere and have her be a double-crossing asshole.
Well, I'm more of a.
You could have done something really unique with that.
I would have liked it if like it was a special little
wasted potential
post-credit scene because I liked her narrative and like, and also if you hear like the interviews that we got with like Erica Limbeck and Yuri Lowenthal, which I loved hearing her take on Black Cats. Like Peter is really the only person who really kind of was there for Felicia in those in those times.
And that's what I'm saying. They could have really done something with that, and
upon that.
They could have brought a whole new dynamic.
This is longer in their careers and their lives as these
Yeah.
superpowered people. But with the ending, I've still been on the side like she could have lied to Peter, like, oh, the son was never real. But what if there was like a post-credit scene and actually she did go find her actual son? Like the son does exist, but she just didn't tell Peter about it. And I'm like, that would be sick.
Or instead of doing that, where it's kind of like just all the way like working around just to get to the same point. Just have it be, she's actually being genuine. Showed that like Peter actually meant something to her. That she isn't like fully going back to being a criminal. She's only doing this just to get her kid back.
That's why.
Show that Peter actually makes a difference.
Yes, that's why the comic, the Black Cat Strikes comic, is the best thing that we got out of that.
Too bad it's not canon.
Wrong. How?
Bro, they like the way how certain series of events play out from like the actual comic and also like in the game itself, it doesn't line up properly. I'm like, bro,
it literally
they had to change it to make the comic
exact
work.
Events of the DLC while also showing flashbacks.
Yeah, but also recontextualizes some shit too to kind of change things so it works better. That's why I'm like,
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm like,
it's just
how
alternate timeline shit. The way I look at it.
is the Velocity comic with the freaking like Peter becomes the Flash in that comic pretty much, and it's nuts. But
That's what I'm saying. Like all that kind of all these tie-in comics.
Yeah, because he
kinda,
fights Swarm
like-
in the Velocity comic, which is great. But he also makes the Speed Demon. He also lets the Speed Demon become his sidekick at one point, which is interesting.
Speed Demon, what, the Michael Jackson song?
Yes, he teams up with Michael Jackson's corpse, and they team up to fight.
Oh, Evan's like, I don't even know that fucking song, bro.
I'm like, who the hell is Michael Jackson? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just like out of left pocket. Do you mean Michael Scott from The Office? Is that who you're talking about? No, I'm kidding. No. He's that well-known white singer, obviously. Anyways, kidding.
Damn.
No, but with the Black Cat Strikes comic, there's so much good freaking chemistry with Peter and Felicia when they're together, and then they kind of have to split apart because of their ideologies meshing with each other. But it's so good with his relationship with Felicia growing and how he actually cares for her. And he's like genuinely like pissed off when fighting Hammerhead in the comic versus in the game. Because in the game, he's just like, I'm gonna fight you, Hammerhead, and normal. But then, like in the comic, he's like, I'm actually going to kill you because you killed Black Cat. It's like that's so sick that they did that in the comic.
Oh, not even just that. Also, I'm mad because they really just rushed Yuri's arc so quickly. They instantly turned into Wraith. I'm like,
well,
you
they didn't even cover that in the comic. But
yeah,
you mean like in the Turf Wars DLC?
I hated that. Yeah, I hated that. Like, why would you rush that shit? We just got her character, and she was a good character, and you completely ruined her by having her just do that shit.
Well,
yeah,
that's
but
also a really big thing
let that
for a
grow.
character to be developed in that way if they're going to bring it back to Spider-Man 2.
No, I get that, but it's like, it's just like, just let that grow. Like, do it subtly. So there's no sense of subtlety or nuance anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we just gotta rush it all now, because we gotta get here now.
That's why, at least now, us hardcore fans are expecting... Like, we knew she was going to be Wraith at some point. At least I was expecting that was going to happen. But now...
I didn't think it was going to be the first fucking game.
The first time we saw her... I even said during my reaction, the live reaction for the 2017 demo, when she's on the phone, you see her image, it says Yuri Watanabe. I'm like, oh my god, that's freaking Wraith. They're going to do Wraith in this game? No way. So it's like, doing it in this kind of way where it's a little bit underwhelming is very, like... You could have expanded upon it more, which is why I'm hoping that in the sequel they'll be like, okay, people are accustomed with this game now. Here is the characters that we've set for before, and here is where they're going next. And for some reason, I think I'm getting the feeling that she's going to have like a smaller role as like a side mission instead of like a big major threat in the game. Or I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Maybe she'll have like a role like the Prowler, where she's like bad but then good, or good then bad, but we'll see. There's even rumors, which is odd, that people have said, or, quote-unquote rumors, leaks, whatever, that the third playable character in Marvel Spider-Man 2 isn't going to be Venom, but it'll be Wraith. So I don't know how to feel about that.
We actually discussed that in one of the previous live streams, where it was basically the rumors of like, oh, Wraith is gonna be the third playable character, and it's like, how does that make sense? Like, how does that like?
All I know is that there's so much more depth to explore in the narrative, especially like, what's the main thing? Especially after seeing that first trailer, what's the main thing that people are going to be looking forward to for this game? It's Venom. It's without a doubt Venom. So, what'd you say, Josh?
Did you say D's?
D's. I just said D's.
D's. Mm-hmm. I for some reason thought you were saying
D's, motherfucker. D's.
For some reason I thought you were saying Tiggle Bitties for a reason. I hope that was
Tiggle Bitties, hey yo, son.
Oh man.
Haven't got the Tiggle Bitties question mark?
Okay. Question mark. How about what's the opposite of that? Not exclamation point, but it's a no. That is a no on that matter. But anyway.
No.
Definitely.
What you mean?
No.
That's cap.
Is it? We'll find out later tonight then. Anyways, speaking of this, with Spider-Man 2, Venom is easily the biggest thing that people are looking forward to for this game, no cap. So, if they were to make him a playable character, it would allow for a lot more depth to be explored with him in the story, especially if Harry ends up being Venom, and also allow for more potential gameplay mechanics to be expanded upon. Because it's like, oh, well, we already played... How am I too close? We already played through Miles and Peter in their own games. It's like, yeah, that could be, expanded upon more in the sequel. But if they do Venom, it's going to add for a lot more depth to make something new and fresh for gameplay. It's like, yeah, I could play as Peter and Miles in their past games. What's to stop me from doing that? Like, why would I want to play Spider-Man 2 besides it being freaking Spider-Man? But, again, gameplay-wise, developing-wise, what's the next logical step for them to do for these games? I would say make Venom playable.
No, you don't make Venom playable.
Danielle, you don't make Venom playable. What you do is... Kraven is in Spider-Man 2. Yes, correct, but I don't think he would be a playable character.
Well, I mean, because I want to forget Kraven's in Spider-Man 2, that's why.
You say you want to forget he's in Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, because he's mid.
Nah, bro, Kick-Ass is playing him in a movie, so therefore he'll be Beast.
You know, you're right. My bad, boss. My bad, boss. No. But in all seriousness, what they need to do, instead of like,
Marvel villain.
instead of making Venom playable, because that would be the easy and stupid decision to do.
The best decision, but
no, it's stupid. You know why? Because we should definitely double down on MJ missions.
Oh yes. Sorry. What was I thinking?
Please.
Absolutely, 1,000% yes. More MJ missions, more missions with non-superpowered characters. That would be the best. Also,
can we just let's double down on making her really a really shitty character.
Well, I was gonna suggest.
Let's double down on that
too. Always like you have mods now, but back in the day, we can in Spider-Man 2.
Back in my day,
movie game where we had.
Back in my day of 2018, when the game was on PlayStation only.
We had to actually buy our games in the store. No, with Spider-Man 2002 had the best cheat codes with playable Shocker, playable Cops, playable Green Goblin. Yeah. So it's like here we got playable Aunt May's grave, playable Uncle Ben's grave, playable Jefferson Davis grave. Just get all the graves playable.
Kermit the Frog, Joker.
Nah, we must acknowledge the best mod. The best mod that's out.
Don't say
Amazing Fantasy 15 mod by Nikita Draws.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the John Bubniak mod, but sure.
Commissioned by Spidey Skater Boy.
I'm surprised that the link Tanas mod made by Nikita Jones with help from Spidey Skater Boy. Links in the description below. I'm surprised that
I didn't help. No, I didn't help him with the. I didn't help Nikita with the Tanas mod. That's.
But you made that tab. Actually, I forgot
to. Why you gotta? Why you gotta do that, bro?
Why you gotta do it to him like that?
I stand by that idea. They had like 6 months and $2 to work on that game. It's not their fault.
$2. They had a budget of 52 cents and a lollipop to go off of and see what they could do afterwards.
And half a Coca-Cola.
Half a Coke. That they got out of a vending machine. Fix that.
Ghosty's glitching into the Matrix, dog.
I'm glad people can't hear Ghosty right now in the chat for some reason, but he's dying of laughter after that comment, which is hilarious. But yes, for real though, if they make Venom playable, he's sounding like Joaquin Phoenix.
Don't make me do my Joker voice. I'll do it.
I was gonna say, wait, I forget how it goes. Actually, I don't know if it's how it goes in any way, but there was this meme with the pencil joke, like, you want to see a magic trick, but instead, I don't know if you saw it, it's fan art of instead of Joker slamming it into a guy's face.
Oh, he sits on it?
He sits on the pencil. He slams his butt onto the pencil. It's like, and then we just stares at him like, is that the magic trick?
They're like, my guy, you good? You good, bro?
You okay?
You good?
Blasty, our boy Blasty Games is in the chat. Everyone go follow and subscribe to Blasty now. He definitely deserves your support. And, just again.
Blast from the past, brother.
I brought this up with Franco. before. I don't know if we brought this up during the stream, but the last time Venom was actually playable in a Spider-Man game, I guess, was Friend or Foe, which I don't know if we count that in terms of like how we want to see our games. But I mean like an actual solo single-player Spider-Man game with no co-op elements.
I loved that game as a kid. Not
I
gonna
did.
lie.
I still love this game, but game. But I'm talking about like Ultimate Spider-Man was 17 years ago when that game came out. So we need a new Spider-Man game with Venom to be playable for this to be worth our time. Because I need Venom to make not only Spider-Man crap his pants, but I also want him to just be able to like feed on people and cause havoc in New York and Tony Todd going crazy.
I want him to touch
acting.
people.
Like, oh my god. It'd be dope. Which would be even cooler because then you have two actors embodying this one character. You have Harry Osborn being played by Scott Porter and Tony Todd playing Venom. And he's not just doing the voice. Like he's not just in a booth recording like a cartoon type thing. He's doing motion capture and performance work for Venom. So he is putting his all into this role, and that should be reflected into his character by playing as him in the game. And if they don't, I'm just going to be a little bit upset. If that's remedied by having Black Suit Spider-Man, then fine. But I would love to see Venom playable still, above all else. One of those two, though, needs to happen. Either Black Suit Spider-Man or Venom playable. Otherwise, we got a problem. You're saying? Yes, dude.
Same thing for Spider-Man 2, bro. Yo, think about this. The Spider-Man movie tie-in game, the first one is 20 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
The PS1 classic, both of the PS1 Spider-Man games are 20 years old. Think about that.
Yep.
And also, Thomas is turning 20 next year.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, brother.
Oh my god. Pain. Yeah, buddy.
You old ass bastards make me feel old.
Bro.
Oh, buddy, I'm turning 23
Am
next
I the
year,
oldest
so.
one here? I think I am. 24, so...
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Don't worry. Which, by the way, anyone in the chat, you can feel a lot better knowing that you're probably younger than me, so... That's a plus. No, I'm kidding.
That makes me feel older. You're like barely older than me, Evan.
Am I?
Yeah, barely.
Bro, I'm 23, dog.
Oh my god, that's right.
I'll be turning
Bro.
next year.
Ew, you're just not gonna be able to get fucked up legally. That's crazy.
Oh god.
I'm a bad influence. Don't listen to me, kids.
Don't ever listen to Josh,
Yeah,
alright?
Josh
He's not a good role model.
You do not want to take when looking at any of the fight community. Question from Blasty.
Hey, look, I actually would make sure they didn't get in trouble.
I know. Josh is actually a very wonderful guy when you meet him in person, except on stream he's toxic, so that's a difference.
I'm beautiful.
Anyways,
I'm beautiful.
I can only imagine what he's like in person.
From my boy Blasty. Do you think that both Peter and Miles will get the black suit at different points in the game? It's a good question. I've been saying yes. I've been saying yes for the longest time. Because I think what could they do to like turn that story on its head? Give Miles the black suit. That would be wild. And of course, one of these outcomes is going to happen. You already know it because it's too perfect for it to not happen. Is Peter and Miles are going to fight each other. Peter's going to fight Miles while wearing the black suit, and you will control Peter, or you will control Miles trying to beat Peter. One of those is going to happen, and it's going to be perfect.
What if it's the opposite, actually? That would be interesting.
I would want to play as Miles to beat Peter, because that would be crazy.
No, I'm saying, like, what if it's Miles has the symbiote, and you're playing as Peter trying to fight him?
You beat up a young teenager with the exaggerated swagger of a black Spider-Man with a black suit on him?
Hey, yo, just...
That's racist.
Yeah?
Kidding. I mean, IGN might see it as racist, but who knows?
You mean... No, it's GameSpot. Wait, was it Game...
GameSpot.
Yeah, it was GameSpot.
Yes.
Would
that mean that it went woke? Would that be woke for Spider-Man? How woke would that be? Black suit Spider-Man gets a black suit. I don't know. I'm scared to see what the internet might think of that. I mean, didn't they already get triggered when frickin' She-Hulk just made a normal episode about She-Hulk being She-Hulk? So, my confidence level in the Marvel community is extremely low right now. I don't even know why. I'm not even kidding. This isn't even a joke. I've seen comments in my comment section from the Iron Man video saying, I hope Marvel doesn't go woke with this. It's like, bruh, the game's not even out yet, and we haven't even gotten a trailer, and we just got a press release, but you're already worried about it being woke? How? How could you be worried about it being woke? It's in pre-production. Yes, exactly. It doesn't. It's like they're just being so worried about it for no reason. Luke, my boy Luke Cullen. Yo, what's up, Evan? Congrats again on 90K. Thank you so much, Luke. Collaboration Part 2 win, buddy. I'm waiting on your end. But everyone, if you haven't seen, Luke and I did a collab about when, this is a while ago, but this is when the John Bubniak face model change happened. We did a collab on my channel with going over the whole situation, but Luke's the best, and E and I will definitely try and do a collab one of these days when Spider-Man 2 gets more gameplay, hopefully soon, and if we see more of Ben Jordan's Peter Parker, how it might be improved or worsened by the time we see him next. Which I've seen people be like,
I hate to cut this short,
why don't they just do a mod or a choice where you can choose who to play as? Choose as John or Ben. It's like, well, they've already said on Ben.
That'd be too much time.
Too much time, but they've also said in press releases that they're just sticking with Ben, so...
But I hate to cut this short, gents, but I gotta skedaddle because I'm about to eat some food.
You gotta skip it about them, dada.
Well, with that said, let us do this Roxxon Lab, and we have been streaming now for over 2 hours. So now we have been streaming for over 2 hours, so let's do the Roxxon Lab.
So Oslo to my good men.
Yes.
Also, like the voice actor for Remakes and Marvel Spider-Man 2 sounds pretty similar to freaking what was his name? Lazarevich from Uncharted 2. It sounds like it's the same actor.
All I know is that when they do like these performances in these games, they're getting better and better with each new release. But like the acting in terms of the vocal performance always hits harder than like what the facial expressions are saying, if that makes sense. Like I've played through Persona 5 Royal twice, and every time I play the ending of that game, I get teared up. And there's no, you know, like detailed Last of Us level remake quality animations on the facial things and the characters. There are like facial animations on certain cutscenes that are in the game. But the main acting that I get is from the vocal performance, from the voice acting from these characters. So with that in mind, I would hope that like, and I say I'm bringing all this up because with Tony Todd being Venom, he's not going to be like, you know, what's a good example? Like, Ben Jordan is scanned into the game as accurately as possible within the remaster because you want to connect to make it look more like Yuri Lowenthal, right? So they're trying to make Peter look like Yuri, so therefore you connect with Yuri and Peter more, right? So with Venom, in the case of that whole, you know, element of it, we get Venom as this giant monster, but Harry is likely going to be inside the symbiote, so... Are you connecting more to Venom and Tony Todd's performance or Harry's personality and his character through Tony's acting? You know? So, like, with that, knowing all those layers upon the role and the performances of all the characters, it's going to set a lot of interesting foundations to how exactly the game will be structured and what the story will do to make us really be like, Jesus. Like, how is this story going to be improved and expanded upon from the first game? Because I liked Miles, but the story in Miles was not better than the first game. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main reason was because it was shorter, so there was less time to develop the characters properly. But there's still going to be a lot of interesting elements to be done with this long, actual full-length sequel for Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is why everyone's so excited for that game, more so than the Iron Man game or the Black Panther game and Midnight Suns, because we know what to expect. We've been totally delivered on all these characters before with the previous games, and it's making everyone way more excited to see, like, well, they've learned from their past two Spider-Man games. They've delivered great experiences, and now that means that the next games with what they've learned are going to be even better than what we've already seen. And that's why everyone's so pumped for Spider-Man 2 more than I would say, you know, any of these other Marvel games, but I would honestly say more than any of the other Marvel movies. Like, do you honestly see anyone talking about Thunderbolts on the daily? I sure as hell don't. I see everyone talking about... I get messages daily from people like, Evan, when's Spider-Man 2 coming out? I'm like, do you think I would know? I mean, that's flattering, but
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew, but I do not know. I was almost about to blow Miles up with that. Oh, God! I just did. The thing I said I wouldn't do, I just did. But with this, it's like, you know, I think it's because, A, that's the thing that's most, you know, coming in soon. I mean, technically, Midnight Suns is, because that comes out in December, but no one's really excited for that game other than myself and a few other people. So, I think it's all about how they're going to handle it from a story perspective, handling these characters from the first game and evolving them further, but also just delivering that fantasy of being Spider-Man and also taking that to the next step with the next-gen console, and Venom's here now, and Kraven, and all this cool stuff. And that's why everyone in the Spidey Squad and just the Spider-Man community, I died, but everyone in the Spider-Man community is being, like, so antsy for a PlayStation showcase to be announced, or, like, so antsy to hear even more about, like, Miles on PC, because it's at least a Spider-Man game coming out soon. It's on PC, but it's still a great game. Yes.
But I'm calling it again, like I said at the top of the stream, October 20th. All right, mark your calendars. That's what I think is going to happen.
Franco's prediction, October 20th, 2022, PlayStation Showcase date. I'll double down on my thought, because God of War Ragnarok comes out November 9th, right? So I'm thinking they need at least over a month to still market the game. So I'm thinking that... Jesus, I died again. I'm thinking that... we will see a trailer in the first week of October for the PlayStation Showcase. I'm thinking that because, first off, we've got nothing in September besides a State of Play for God of War only, and some Japanese games, but that's mainly because God of War is the most recent thing to come out soon from PlayStation, but also because what's next after God of War? What is the big thing that's coming out next? Spider-Man 2. So, with that, you got to promote God of War. You got to promote Spider-Man 2. Hopefully you promote a Ghost of Tsushima sequel, but also just make the wait worth it. So what could they do to make the wait worth it? Well, if we take into consideration both of the marketing for Spider-Man PS4 and Miles into consideration, we got gameplay demos a year in advance. So we got the crane demo from Spider-Man PS4, and then we got the bridge demo for Miles. And now, with Spider-Man 2, we'll get the same thing, I'm assuming, for a gameplay demo, and show off, again, all the major assets of, like, what's this game for Spider-Man going to do that's different from the previous games? Show a release date officially for, I'm assuming, October, honestly, of 2023. Definitely fall 2023 is what I'm thinking the game will release. And just allow for more hype to be gained for the game, and, like, waiting won't be as painful as it has been for the Year of Silence again. We've experienced another full year of silence from Insomniac, which hurts, but it'll be worth it. Because I think it was more painful waiting for Spider-Man PS4 because we had no Spider-Man games to play of this caliber when waiting for those. We just had, like, the Batman Arkham games, the older Spider-Man games, which were mediocre at best, besides Web of Shadows. And that's it. But now we have literally Peter and Miles' games from Insomniac to play through while waiting for Spider-Man 2. So I'm solid. Like, I am totally fine waiting on it because I'm not, like, in a rush to learn more. I mean, I love to learn more for the channel, but as, like, a fan, I'm like, I can wait because we got God of War coming out. We got, literally, for me, Persona 5 Royals coming out. We got Gotham Knights coming out. We got, if I didn't say God of War already, then God of War. Then all that, like, that's all in the pipeline, and it sounds great, and it looks great, and we're all just waiting for the next big thing to drop. But I'm not, like, in a super fast-paced, like, give me it now type of mood because I'm not, like, desperate for news. I'm excited to learn more, but I'm not like, oh my god, if you don't reveal, like, a Spider-Man 2 Venom gameplay demo right now, I'm going to freaking, like, you know, send you super childish, you know, threats and be an idiot online. Like, no, just, I'm not going to be an idiot like some people were when the game was coming to PC. Which, by the way, did you guys see that? When the game was announced that Marvel Spider-Man Remaster was coming to PC, they, oh my god, Miles died again. They got, like, some threats or something from people online, from, like, the Sony fanboy community. Like, oh my god, how could you put one of the best exclusives on PC? It's not an exclusive anymore. It's like, Yeah.
Who cares? It gives people an opportunity to play the game.
Matter.
No, like,
Oh my God!
No, like,
I'm getting blown up so much from these guys.
I told this to Evan, and Evan told me that he saw like even someone went as far as to actually chainsaw a freaking PS4 Pro that was Spider-Man bundle.
Yes,
like,
that did happen. There was an instance where, if you guys didn't hear Ghosty, he was bringing up that there was a idiot YouTuber / Twitter user online who recorded a video of himself after the announcement was made that Spider-Man was coming to PC. He took the Spider-Man Limited Edition PS4 Pro bundle, the red console with the white spider logo, how beautiful that is. He took that and he literally sawed it in half with a buzzsaw and put it online, like put that video online. It's like so stupid.
It's sad, but
really dumb. I missed a question from Ghosty. Everyone, I want y'all to know Evan is a fraud. Promised he'd finish Spider-Man PS4 Radioactive Replay and start his Arkham series, and he hasn't done it. He's ducking his own series. Well, I'm exposed. Blasty got me hardcore. It might be because all these Spider-Man games have come out, but also Batman games are not as good as they once were with the Arkham games. Now Gotham Knights is coming out, and I could not be any less excited for it. So there's no really reason to get hyped for that other than just to reminisce about how good the older games are. Which I've seen like people do that, like online. I've seen people like Gotham Knights hype, get ready. Not like the best guys like Salvage and Iron Gen who are great and part of the Gotham Knights group, and Slickmoff as well. They're all the best. Slickmoff, my main man, Kobe. No, but like there's other people online I've seen like Gotham Knights is gonna be so good, and then they just show footage of Batman Arkham. I'm not even kidding. They do that. Like Gotham Knights, new info revealed. Here's some Batman Arkham Knight gameplay. It's like, yeah, I can kind of see why you would show that because they're under the assumption it'll be as good as the Arkham games, and it's like, nope, not even close. Or at least I'm assuming it won't be close. It could be. It could be. It's not out yet, so I have no idea. But I'm preparing for the worst.
Yeah, like remember those days when like we actually thought we were gonna get like another Batman Arkham game with Damian Wayne? Remember those days?
That was a rumor. Yeah, there was gonna be a Damian Wayne Batman Arkham game, and it was gonna be after Arkham Knight. It was gonna be like a sequel or an epilogue of sorts to Arkham Knight's story, which again, really confusing. Why Gotham Knight sounds like it's taking place exactly after Arkham Knight, but it's in a different universe. So I don't know why they decided to do that, but they are for some reason.
Yep, and
if anything, Blasty, if you're still here, you should be more upset that I haven't done my radioactive replay of Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction yet. That's
which
the one I feel bad not doing.
I keep blasting you for.
Everyone is blasting me. Like everyone in the Spice Squad is like, Evan, how dare you let us down? Like, I'm so sorry, because like
literally, the one game, like literally, that was literally supposed to be the finale to.
I needed to play.
It was literally supposed to be the finale to Radioactive Replay as a whole.
Because I did prototype playback, which is super old. I feel old just saying that, but I did the prototype replay of that game. But I never got around because Radical Entertainment also made prototype and the Incredible Hulk game. But I never got around to playing Incredible Hulk, even though I played prototype because I was like playing to connect those two together. But yeah, I never got around to it sadly because the PS2 setup is just too hard to kind of like set up properly after taking it apart like what I did previously.
Which so you mean to tell me that doing those reaction replays for the PS2 Spider-Man games were like harder than the ones for the PS3?
Yes, because the whole setup with the PS2 is different from recording on the PS3. So, and also the Xbox 360, because I played Web of Shadows on my Xbox 360, and then I also played The Amazing Spider-Man 1 on 360, but then I played The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on my PS4. So, setting it up on a PS2, which is the oldest console I own, is harder than the newer ones. So, trying to set it up while also recording like a game on that is a bit complex. But it can be done. It takes a while for it to be properly handled and set up accurately to get HD footage.
So that was the reason why. You never got Ultimate Destruction with Reactor Replay.
Yes. Oh,
good.
Oh man. One of these days.
No,
eventually.
Like he said, no, like in Prototype Playback, he didn't even finish it up with a video. He had to do like 3 live streams to actually finish Prototype Playback.
Yes. Because, my God, because the freaking boss battle between Elizabeth Green and Alex Mercer is insane. in the Times Square fight where she's this giant heart kaiju monster. It's like it's the most nutty thing in that game, and it takes forever for it to be beat it.
Yep, no, I'm like, not only that, he still needs to finish that freaking Spine PS4 reactive replay and New Game Plus. He never finished.
Yes. Dang. Well, Blasty exposed me, sadly, for not completing.
Maybe one
the
day,
Batman Arkham series.
maybe one day we
One
can
of
hope
these
and
days.
pray. One day.
Fingers crossed, Blasty. One of these days you will get what you deserve, which is
Not just him, but everybody that's been asking him for years to finish it. Hashtag finish Radioactive Replay.
Radioactive Replay for Marvel Nemesis. No, sorry, Marvel Incredible Hulk, because I did Marvel Nemesis. Marvel Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction and Batman Arkham Knight, I think it was, because I played Arkham Knight on the channel before, but I did not play Arkham's Asylum or Arkham City on the channel. I remember that.
No.
Blasty, are you going to make a video about Bill Roseman's interview with the GameIndustry.biz about the Marvel gaming universe? I did, which is funny because people might have not watched the video all the way through. I did that on my Iron Man video. That interview was part of the press releases that were launched the same day as the Motive press release with Bill Roseman talking to GamesIndustry.biz, and I brought it up during that Iron Man video. So that's why people, and I was telling this to Franco earlier, some people may not watch the full-length video because it's too long, but they stay for the shorter ones because I guess it's easier to digest news that's smaller. But in longer videos, you get more content, which is a bonus. So in my Iron Man video, I did talk about the GameIndustry.biz, and I did before everyone else. So win-win for me.
Because is such a good company.
I set the bar, and I easily jump over it with no ease every single time. Kidding. No. I drop kick myself over it every single time because it's a high bar and it hurts when falling over. Analogies are not my forte, but I think we can make it work. But anyways, guys, that is the live stream we have for you today. I've been live streaming for over 2 hours with my amazing Spicy Squad guests, Franco Greco, Spidey Skater Boy, Ghosty, and Spidey Outcast, aka Andrew. Everyone go make sure to follow and subscribe to their channels and social media accounts because they absolutely deserve it 1,000%. And we will try, again, to do another type of live stream like this in the future pertaining to a stream with charity involved because we love doing those to give back to the community. The entire reason why I'm here is because of you guys and because of the larger Spider-Man loving community that we have built together. Again, I'm not playing the remaster right now, sadly, but in that is, of course, the Easter egg to the Spidey Squad and even my own name. But that Spidey Squad Easter egg within Spider-Man PS4 and Marvel Spider-Man Remastered would not exist without all of you being there for me and the continued support that we all have for one another and the Spider-Man character as a whole because of how much we genuinely love him, care for him, and are inspired by him on a daily basis. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry if the stream got raunchy. That's just how it happens with these types of fun live streams. And of course, whenever Josh tends to crash the party. But lot of typical Josh remarks there. But of course, he's always genuine and super kind and the best. And easily one of the best people I've met in this amazing journey, right alongside Andrew and Franco and Ghosty, always being there for me and in my corner whenever I need them, and the rest of the entire Spidey Squad. Spidey fan for the win. Demetrius, Spidey Bugle, Sully, and just everyone else in the Spidey Squad that I am so beyond thankful to know and honored to call my friends and my wider family, including all you watching. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it on this Sunday afternoon. Just having fun, celebrating 90,000 subscribers, and 100,000 subscribers is the next major step. We are so close. That YouTube silver play button looks incredible, and I can't wait to get it. But again, that's all because of you guys helping me get there, if we're even able to get there. My goal is to try and get there, if at all possible, by the end of this year. So we're already by the end of September, so October, November, December. So a little over 3 months to go until we get the end of the month. I think we might be able to do it if Marvel Spider-Man 2 shows gameplay, and I'll make tons of videos I've also seen a lot of people enjoy the YouTube shorts I've made, which is great. Thank you all so much for your support on that. And just knowing that you guys are enjoying the streams, the posts, the tweets, the videos, the live streams, all that, even leaving a like, sharing it. You don't have to donate, but just leaving a like, watching through the whole video, that's more than enough. And again, you guys all make what I do a reality. My dreams would not have come true without each of you supporting me throughout this long. Ever since 2016, I've been crazy enough to doing this for over 6 years now. It literally feels like yesterday. Half a decade doing this. It's actually insane.
Well, I mean, technically, Evan's channel was started in 2013, but he didn't start in 2016.
Well, I made the channel in 2013 when I was still in high school, but I didn't do my first video until 2016 because I made it just for like a Google account on YouTube. But I didn't make a video on the channel until they showed the trailer for the game. And then even then, I did videos for a full year on my iPhone and then didn't get like an editing laptop and actual YouTube equipment, microphone, and stuff like that until 2017. So really, it's been 5 years doing it full time since 2017 to now. But technically, the first start of it was in 2016 when the first trailer for Spider-Man PS4 was released. So my point here is any of you out there, it sounds cheesy, I know, but any of you can do what I do and probably even do it better, to be honest. So if you're a fan of Spider-Man, anything related to Marvel, anything related to anything that you are a fan of, whether that be movies, comics, TV shows, anime, I don't know, cars, sports, politics, anything that you have a genuine passion and interest for, just try doing a video at some point. Just throw it out there. Throw it out into the wider online universe and see what happens. You never know. You never know. I've met some of my best friends through these past few years doing this. Even though we've never met each other in person, I genuinely call them my family. One day, Andrew, one of these days, I promise we'll hang out. And I'm going to give you the biggest hug possible. And it's just, again, a true blessing to be here doing this for you, having a great time doing it. I'm still hoping I can keep continuing to do justice towards all you with each new video, each new tweet, each new stream, each new charity event, each new interaction online. And it's all thanks to you that this is possible. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Speech over. I apologize. Anyone else in the party right now has anything else to say? Any new or any statements about your own channels, your own platforms, the Spidey Squad, anything? Go for it. Hopefully they can hear you, by the way. I don't know if they'll be sure. Blasty, would you want Insomniac to make a Daredevil game ratio plus L? Yes. Blasty, I would like to see a Daredevil game. Would Insomniac do it? Maybe. I would like to, sure. If they want to do a Daredevil game, they'd be a great choice because they're doing great with Spider-Man. I'm sure they'll do great with Wolverine. Why not give them Daredevil? Sure. Anyone else doing it, though? If it's part of like the EA deal, maybe, if handled properly, but we will see how Iron Man turns out first before we get more, I'm assuming, announcements after those. Sorry to cut you off, Andrew. What were you saying? Oh, they can't hear Andrew, sadly, in the party. I wish they could, but no. Why?
He must have the
audio sharing option must be turned off or something. But Andrew has a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline for his YouTube channel. So everyone go subscribe and follow Spidey Outcast on YouTube and Twitter. And he is going to make some very, very awesome content for all you guys soon. L plus ratio, sub to Blasty Games. Will do, Blasty, will do. Also, Blasty, get into Genshin Impact right now, otherwise you're going to be disbanded from the mod stream. I'm kidding. No. Save up those Primo Gems, bro. You got to pull for Sino and Nilu soon. I know I have to, but we got to get those Primo Gems ASAP. But yes.
Well, for me personally, it's like, well, I haven't done anything because I'm still trying to work on what content I need to do for myself anymore. But I'm definitely planning to do a lot of interesting videos talking about more games and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But once I have the time, once I figure out what type of content I need to do, I will let people know on my Twitter because that's the only social platform.
But everyone, again, sadly they can't hear you, Ghosty, but he's basically saying everyone go, again, follow to everyone in the party right now, Franco Greco, Stealth Gamer, which is his main YouTube channel name, Ghosty, and Spidey Outcast, all part of the Spidey Squad, all amazing individuals, all going to keep you updated, entertained with great content. And if you are a fan of Spider-Man like we all are, this is definitely the place to be. So any of you who are just newly tuning into the channel, anyone who's a long-time subscriber, anyone who's just meeting me a few weeks ago, meeting me right now, through YouTube, through Twitter, through anything, I can't wait to see what else the future has in store for the channel, for all these Marvel games, and for the Spidey Squad as a whole. So thank you all again so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, share it with a friend, and without further ado, peace out.
Peace.
Bye.